All right, y'all. We are live, and this is urgent. This is very important. I got Allie right here, and we are about to go down this list of things that we have found out pertaining to Candace Owens. And the main thing we're going to discuss is was Rob McCoy. Put a one in the chat if y'all are familiar with Rob McCoy. Put a one in the chat if y'all familiar with Rob McCoy. Was Rob McCoy subtly threatening Candace for months before Candace even knew anything about these weird Mossad or French threats? That's what we're going to talk about today. Was Rob McCoy threatening Candace Owens before we even knew Candace Owens had any threats? And there's something I have pertaining to old things that was going on in 2021. So you ready, Allie?
I'm ready.
All right, so go ahead and read this first one, and then we'll go from there. And everybody, make sure you hit the like button, and we'll play the intro after this.
Right. So Candace Owens just posted something, if you guys know, on her Twitter. Urgent. 2 days ago, I was contracted by a high-ranking employee of the French government. After determining this person's position and proximity to the French couple, I have deemed the information they gave me to be credible enough to share publicly in the event that something happens. In short, this person claims that the Macrons have executed upon and paid for my assassination. Yes, you have read that correctly. More specifically, that the green light was given to a small team in the National Grand Marie Intervention Group. I am told there is one IHOP that is on the assassination squad and that the plans were formalized. Again.
Okay, you can stop right there because we kind of like got the gist of it. So the next part of this is this. We're just chronologically going through the order, right? So the next thing is this was today. All right, hold on, let me see. They're saying it's a little. Hold on one second. Okay, this was right here was today. Our show will be off air this week because a lot of you have been looking for Candace. As an update, both the White House and our counterterrorism agencies have confirmed receipt that what everything I've publicly said is true. Emmanuel Macron attempted to organize my assassination per source close to the first couple. So this is confirmation for anybody who said she's crazy, she don't know what she's talking about, she's this, she's that. The White House has confirmed what the threats are. So I just want to make sure y'all understand there has been confirmation from the White House. Okay, because a lot of people have been saying she's lying, she don't know what she's talking about, she just making up stuff, she just want to make some money. If she just wanted to make some money, she will be on this week, because I'm quite sure if she came on today or yesterday, she would have had probably 400,000 people in her chat. Am I right or am I wrong? So this shows you that she is actually going through something, and she got to focus on her family. She got to focus on safety, because after putting out tweets like this, it almost doesn't make sense for her not to go live, because she'll get like 500,000 people watching. But it's not about the money. It's about her safety. All right. So our show will be up this week. That's a good show. I mean, that's a good understanding that this is not for money. Both the White House and our counterterrorism agencies have confirmed receipt of what I reported publicly. Okay. Also, I will again state that the French legionaries, whatever that, I'm not sure what legionaries is, were involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination, but they were not alone. Possibly IHOP. I'm not sure. Wait, how did Erica's OBGYN die? Wait, what? You know anything about this, Allie?
Am I muted? Oh.
Go ahead.
Are they talking about
I don't
Erica
know.
or are they talking about Brigitte?
It's right here.
Because I don't
Do
know.
you see it on the screen?
Yeah, I see it.
How did Erica Kirk's OBGYN die? You know about her being pregnant or allegedly being pregnant?
Yeah.
And her and the person that said she was pregnant
I
just died?
I did not hear about any facts about that. So I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just going by. I'm just saying. Somebody just sent the super chat. I have no idea. I can't confirm that. But if there's a rumor that she's pregnant and then her OBGYN mysteriously dies, that's kind of weird. So I don't know. Yeah. So, okay. For all of you who doubted my claims, for all of you, some of y'all are in here who doubted my claims, you can now look at the president of the United States and our intelligence communities to issue a statement to confirm whether I'm telling the truth or not. That's it. All right. So we got some more information. Let me play the intro that y'all love. And we got so much more information because, like I said, is or was, because they're deleted now. So I'll just stay with is Rob McCoy's sermons, were they subtle threats to what's going on right now? Did he know something about this before Candace knew about this? That's a question. We'll be right back.
Everybody, everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city. Wet. Drop your city in the chat. What? Drop your city. What? Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat. What? Everybody hit the like button. Yep. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Why did everybody hit the like button? Everybody hit the like button.
Just do it.
Okay, so Allie, let me ask you this before we even start.
Yes.
Do you think there's a possibility that Rob McCoy knew about some of this before? I'm not gonna say she even knew, but do you think he knew about this before she sent out that tweet a few days ago?
Most definitely, I do.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. I think also Jack Hibbs knew. Everything with the timeline and everything that I'm reviewing just points to those factors. I don't know why you would do sermons like this and divulge subtle information like that. Hey,
Yeah.
it's just allegedly, and now you're deleting sermons. It shows you're guilty. It shows that you're trying to hide something,
Yeah.
and you don't need to delete that. What's the purpose of deleting it?
Exactly. All right, so let's get to it. We're going to get to those messages.
If you go back to the early days of Calvary.
So this is what Ali is talking about. Why did you delete these? Because he shout out to Baron. Baron was literally watching his sermons on his live, and Rob McCoy started marking them private because he was subtly threatening Candace in his sermons.
Honestly, if you go back to the early days of Calvary Chapel, what Rob McCoy wears in the pulpit is pretty tame.
Other things, and you saw.
Have they pulled the video? No. You are kidding me.
And it says unavailable. It does not say private. It said unavailable. So he deleted it. But guess what? We have all of the sermons. Shout out to Allie. Shout out to Allie.
You know what?
In the chat. Everybody's for these sermons, but we have them. Shout out to Allie. Draw heart emojis in the chat for Allie.
You know what? He went live. He went live on I think it was like November 14th or something, and I was already screen recording them November 3rd or something like that. So it was just a coincidence that I was doing that. I don't know. Maybe the Lord above told me to do it. I don't know.
Do you see what I see? Ladies and gentlemen, while we're on air, they have marked the video private.
He is pissed.
Yeah.
The guilty fleeth when no one pursueth. You are kidding me. The guilty fleeth when no one pursueth. This is, without a doubt, the largest admission that I've come across yet in the Charlie Kirk mystery.
All right, so now y'all have context. I gotta play this because we got a lot to cover. So check this out. We talked about this a little bit, but he's gonna add a little bit.
This is starting to get very real. Candace just said the White House confirmed her receipts that the French government, specifically the Macrons, are planning an assassination hit on her. She provided an update this morning saying, "Our show will be off air this week. As an update, both the White House and our counterterrorism agencies have confirmed receipt of what I reported publicly. Emmanuel Macron attempted to organize my assassination per a source close to the first couple. Also, I will again state that French legionnaires were involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination, but they did not act alone. For all of you who doubted my claims, you can now look to the President of the United States and our intelligence communities to issue a statement to confirm whether I am telling the truth or not." I like Candace Owens and I think she's telling the truth, but I know a lot of you don't, especially as of late because of what she's doing with the investigation of Charlie Kirk and what she says about Israel. So just take it from this guy.
I don't care how much you don't like Candace. I don't care how much you've been trashing the American government and the FBI. They got to do something. And I'm going to tell you what they will do. It doesn't matter right, wrong, or indifferent. They have to investigate this. They have to investigate this. And I think that if it is found to be true and the proof prevails, which I'm convinced, after talking to Candace and the stuff that we talked about, I'm convinced, then that means that there should be dire consequences for the French government.
At the end of the day, these are people who have grown platforms to talk about what they believe in and they fight for it. Candace Owens is one of these people. She probably has the biggest platform in the world, and that has a lot of influence on people, including myself. So when you talk about controversial stuff and you stand on it, it pisses really strong people off, and now they want her killed. And no one should be killed for what they believe in.
All right, so let's get back to this video. Hold on. We gotta read some of this first. Okay, so we've seen this already. Let me show you what else that I ran across. So this right here, because I think I got it backwards. Let's stop right here. Okay. Now, if you look at the top of the screen, everybody. It says September 15th, 2021. All right. I don't know who this is. I'm just sharing information. I have no idea if this is credible. I'm just sharing information. It says, have you been working on an issue with Candace Owens? We need to blackmail her faster. Hold on. I gotta mute you. Hold on. Okay. All right. It says, have you been working on the issue with Candace Owens? We need to blackmail her faster. Blackmail her faster is crazy. Classic. I don't know. That sounds like a foreign name. Classic has been very affected. Tell Armstrong to send a photographer to follow her and also her husband. AW, I don't know who AW is, But AW want to know if they need to focus on Candace and then the phone number is blacked out and it says Candace first. I am so angry at her that I can't stop thinking if the things she says about Classic are even seriously or are taken seriously, they will investigate the use of money in the election campaign. We have to bring out material to destroy her reputation before she gets to us. I don't know if this is credible. I don't know who this is. I'm just sharing information with y'all. And the thing about it is, this is important for everybody on social media. If you start gaining a presence and you start putting out information, not only will somebody try to befriend you in order to manipulate you, there may be people out there that would send somebody into your life to monitor you, because it gets worse. Watch this next one. This next one was scary as shit. Hi, we need to start working on the Candace case. Armstrong will give you the commands, but we need to focus on the black and something. I don't know. I guess white first. I don't know. The black and something first. Work with Armstrong on this. Send some underage girl to secure him. He's an easy target. The harder one is Candace because she's very resistant. You can't send an underage boy to Candace. You can't send an underage nothing, to a woman. Gather the group to come up with a good strategy, but don't waste time for something is blanked out, is redacted. It would be good to have something we could use to put him in jail. So this is how they get people, y'all. You think things happen by happenstance? Absolutely not. When you see a politician, when you see a YouTuber, when you see whoever, I'm either going to add in I'm not going to bring that up because he kind of like said what he was doing. I'm not even going to bring that up. But when you see somebody that's famous, they end up going to jail for some weirdo stuff, for some drugs. Possibly they were set up. Possibly their new girlfriend started planting shit around in their house. Their new boyfriend started doing something and adding malware to their computer when they go to the store. These people are sending people to these people. Let's see. I think I got some more right here. I ask that every person retweet and share this. I do not. Okay, that's from Candace. But Allie, what do you think about this right here? You just unmute. There's always some noises when I have you unmuted. You there, Allie?
There you go. Thank you. I can't find the button for it. I don't know why. Can't find the button.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think about
I seen this. I seen it on her tweet relevant. Somebody kept on retweeting it and reposting it. So
she tweeted this?
I'm not sure if she tweeted it. I would have to go fact check that. Maybe somebody in the chat can tell me, but I did see that in her tweet, somebody shared that within the tweet thread, the thread below. So I don't know if this is relevant. I don't know if it's facts. It could be leaked. I have no idea, but it is very suspicious.
But it just says so much about how, honeypots, how women come in men's lives, how the men come in women's lives. Sometimes you ain't as sexy or as attractive as you think you are. The person was paid to be with you in order to monitor you and frame you in some type of way.
Yes.
They said send a tadpole to the man. I hope they're not talking about her husband.
And Armstrong send the photographer to get something on her. Wow.
I don't know. So even a photographer that's just taking pictures can turn around and say, "Oh, so Candace, I'm so much of a big fan. What is there a reason why you're going so hard on so and so?" And she has no idea that the person that's simply a photographer is setting her up and is paid to just be in front of her, answer random ass questions, and she might turn around and tell her something. But I gotta read this. This is crazy. Have you been working on the issues with Candace Owens? We need to blackmail her faster. That shit is crazy. And do you know who Klasick is? Possibly?
No.
You don't? Okay.
Does anybody know?
Does anybody in the chat know who this Klasick person is? This right here is crazy. Armstrong will give you the command, but we need to focus on black and something first. I understand what black and what is black and white. I don't know what it is. Black and something first. Two people. One person's last name might be Black or something. Work with Armstrong on this. Send some tadpole to secure him.
Yeah.
To secure him is crazy. So this is some stuff that we are uncovering that shows you that a lot of people could be in danger, because this is kind of like a mode of operation for them.
Somebody just wrote Kimberly Clackick. Who's that?
Kimberly is a hold on. Somebody said it is
Kimberly.
Is her nemesis. Kimberly Clackett. Hold on, let's see. Who is Kimberly Clackett in relation to Candace Owens? Trigger warning. I was 6. I don't know if that's okay.
He's a political commentator. Something.
Okay. All right. So let's get to these videos because this shit is crazy.
Are you doing the Ian Carroll one now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Everybody hit the like button, y'all. Everybody hit the like button. We almost got 800 people. Thank y'all for being here. Make sure to hit the like button.
I cannot believe what we just watched live. And if they think this is going to make them look good, if they think.
Now, remember, we're talking about Raw McCoy. His video just got deleted. Well, he deleted his own video because it was damning evidence about him subtly threatening Candace Owens.
Think this is going to make them look good? They're out of their mind. This is absolute insanity. And I tell you what it's done. This has put in my belly a fire like I have not felt in a long time. This has put in my belly a deep burning to continue the road that I'm on.
Without further ado, here's what happened on my live stream today when I tried to listen to Rob McCoy's missing podcast. Breaking moments ago, Rob McCoy removes YouTube video evidence while Baron Coleman was live analyzing it on his stream. Real Baron Pod had set up this McCoy sermon as the single most damning thing that exists today when it comes to Charlie Kirk and what happened to him. Moments later, the video is taken down. You have to see this. Is this some kind of admission?
Everything Rob McCoy says today is conditioned in many ways on Charlie Kirk not changing his mind from what Rob McCoy says it is. Now today, Rob McCoy's pastor suit is featuring what looks like Navy garb. Looks like a Navy getup. Looks like he's on a sailor boat. Rob the Sailor Man. Now let me get to this real quick because I think this is an absolutely critical moment in the.
Is it going to happen before he does it?
Neutralize Charlie Kirk. I just want to set this up.
All right, y'all already know what's about to happen. It's going to get deleted because I just showed y'all. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit. But this is crazy. He then goes on Twitch and he starts getting harassed by bots on his Twitch. Shout out to Ian Carroll.
Damn. Baron Coleman.
Fleeth when no one pursueth.
Bringing the heat.
You are kidding me. The mystery.
You guys say that you found it on Apple Podcasts. What podcast am I looking up on Apple Podcasts?
So he's about to play
Looks like
it.
Navy garb. Looks like a Navy getup. Looks like he's on a sailor boat. Rob the Sailor Man. People watching, but in a decision.
So look at his chat.
Morning.
Now look at his chat, y'all. Just retire, man. Something. You see all of these different people? These are different accounts saying the exact same thing. This is what botting looks like. you got 1,000 different accounts saying the same exact thing. That is how you get kicked off of a platform for, it's called spam.
I'm the visiting pastor.
Y'all see how fast it's coming in?
Do you guys see what's happening in the chat? Do you guys see what's happening in the chat right now?
I used to joke that I became a minister because I hate.
Everybody look in the chat. Those are all first time Twitch chatters getting chat spammed. Interesting.
Wait. Right here, January 6, 2023, Candace Owens won $115,000 judgment in a lawsuit filed against her by a black conservative politician, Kimberly Clackett.
Okay.
So hold on. Going back to this, it's kind of making sense now. So Kimberly has something to do with this right here then. All right, so hold on. I need to start this so I can go back to it. Start it, damn it. All right, forget it. All right, so this is about Kimberly Clackett. And is it her saying this? So Armstrong, where is Kimberly Clackett in this? Hold on. I'm so angry. Here it is right here. Okay. Have you been working on the issue? We need to blackmail her faster. Clackett has been very affected. Maybe because of the lawsuit, maybe. Tell Armstrong to send the photographer to follow her and also follow her husband. And then I'm so angry at her, I can't stop thinking. Okay, they don't say anything about Kimberly Clackett right here. So they're working with Kimberly Clackett. They're working on, I don't know.
Yeah, it's very vague.
Yeah. And they're supposed to be vague. You don't supposed to be precise, because you don't want nobody to know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn. All right. So thank y'all thank you to the chat. Y'all helped us with that to find out who that is.
We start playing it on Apple Podcasts, and then we start getting chat spammed by bots. Interesting.
That's crazy.
Let's look.
Just a barrage of people saying, just retire, man, just retire. And honestly, I don't know if Ian's actually noticed this, but sometimes when he comments on X, he gets the same type of thing. I don't know if he's ever noticed this before, but I've seen it. Because I remember looking at it and going, just retire. I'm like, that's such an odd thing to say. I'm like, why?
We're aware of Student Action Summit. Charlie it was a firestorm. It was interesting because I'd just gotten back from Israel, and there I am, and Tucker was one of the speakers. Tucker has a huge following. And he came up and he started to allude that Jeffrey Epstein, he's asking the question, but he always asks the question in such a manner where he's alluding to that it has to be fact. But he said that Epstein.
So this idiot, Rob McCoy, is literally taking up for the Epster. You got anything to say, Allie, on this before we go?
Here we go. Here's the deleted sermon, guys. I hope you enjoy.
Oh, so this is the sermon that they were talking about that was deleted.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the first deleted sermon,
such an
y'all.
odd thing to say. I'm like, why?
We're aware of Student Action Summit. Charlie it was a firestorm. It was interesting because I'd just gotten back from Israel, and there I am, and Tucker was one of the speakers. Tucker has a huge following, and he came up and he started to allude that Jeffrey Epstein. He's asking the question, but he always asks the question in such a manner where he's alluding to that it has to be fact. But he said that Epstein was an agent of Mossad, and as you go back, you can see that Giselle Maxwell, her father was a Mossad agent, and so all of a sudden that means that Epstein is, and Epstein's Jewish, so he has to be because Epstein.
So as y'all are going to see in these sermons, he protects those people. I'm just going to say those people. And I'm not saying anything bad about that whole demographic of people or the whole country or whatever. But everything this man has said, Rob McCoy has said, is meant to protect those people, right? The IHOPians, I'll say. I'll call them that, the IHOPians. So when he turns around and said, Epstein has an IHOPian name. Everybody comment in the chat, IHOPian. I like that. Let me see how you're going to spell it. Everybody in the chat right now, type in IHOPian. I want to see how you're going to spell it. So we're going to talk about IHOPians. All right. So he said, just because Epstein is an IHOPian, he has to be bad. No, because of what he was doing, he is bad. Do you see that mess, Allie?
Oh, yes.
That's what I'm saying. So, because somebody was like, why are you calling him an idiot? This man he's worse than an idiot. All right, so let me back up. Hold on. Let me type in IHOPian. Y'all can't spell IHOPian. Come on, y'all. IHOPian. That's it. Come on, y'all. That's how you spell IHOPians. So that's what we're going to call them IHOPians.
Go back, you can see that Giselle Maxwell, her father was a Mossad agent, and so all of a sudden that means that Epstein is, and Epstein's Jewish, so he has to be, because Epstein's a Jewish name. Candace is far right, and Ocasio-Cortez is far left, and they both hate Jews. And I responded, I said, Candace and AOC appear to operate their influence by pathos and ethos and apply very little logos. They use pathos and ethos to judge and condemn an entire race of people. This is not far right or far left. It is mob rule by emotion and perceived legitimacy void of the pursuit of truth. This is why America, for now, and I pray more so in the future, is a somewhat safe haven for Jews, because we are a republic. Because as you can see in Romans 11, the Jew is not to be despised and rejected. God has a plan. It used to be, and there are two separate entities. You can question the political nation of Israel. I don't like the USS Liberty atrocity. I don't like some of the stuff they do. A lot of things we question and challenge them on.
And I want to say this, and me and Allie talked about this a minute ago. I'm not going to get paid from this video because of all this IHOPianism. All right. So just letting y'all know up front, it will be very helpful if you guys contributed to the channel. I'm almost sold out of card games, but my deeper discussion card games, I have a few left because I told you I went on tour this weekend and sold a shitload of card games, but I still have these card games left. I do not have many of these, but if you want to buy one, you can, but I don't want you to buy too many because I don't have too many. But you can buy a few of these and I'll be okay. But if y'all want to contribute to the channel, please do, because all of this IHOPian talk is going to get this this video demonetized. So I'm not getting paid from this live stream. Just letting y'all know from now, as of right now, because we're talking IHOPian talk. Whenever you talk about IHOP, so Cash App, scrolling across the bottom of the screen, it's $AARON 1000. $AARON 1000.
But there's a
and thank you in advance.
Balance, just like I question and challenge the United States of America. I can question political Israel, but that doesn't mean I hate Jews. I believe they're God's chosen people. I believe they have an ancestral right to the land, and I'm going to defend that. Christians have characteristically treated the Jew with hatred, prejudice, persecution, malice, and all uncharitableness. Christians should not take this passage calmly.
So that's important right there. Don't take this passage calmly. I'm going to rewind it, even though I don't want to hear it because it's so contextual. But the Cash App link is pinned at the top of the chat. Please use it.
Chosen people. I believe they have an ancestral right to the land. I'm going to defend that.
What does that mean, Allie? Allie?
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, what does this mess mean right here when he says this right here?
It used to be, and there are two separate entities. You can question the political nation of Israel. I don't like the USS Liberty atrocity. I don't like some of the stuff they do. A lot of things we question and challenge them on. But there's a balance. Just like I question and challenge the United States of America. I can question political Israel, but that doesn't mean I hate Jews. I believe they're God's chosen people. I believe they have an ancestral right to the land, and I'm going to defend.
What does that mean? They have the right to the land. What are they talking about? What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I feel like he's changing the Bible as we know it.
Yes.
to his I don't know if it's his New Testament or whatever he's speaking of, but I believe he's changing it and he's brainwashing people, because that is not how I was raised. And I was raised Catholic. I don't know how everybody else's views on the Bible, but basically this sermon right here, he is basically going towards pro, and it's so hard to say stuff because I don't know what I can say anyways.
Let's say pro IHOP.
But yeah, he's literally pro IHOP, and I've watched thousands of videos and all of his sermons, and I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat can give me a thumbs up for this. It's all political. There is nothing, like if you attend church like I have, I've never heard a sermon like this ever. He talks from January 2025 up until August 2025, and Barron probably can confirm this. All he talks about is Charlie, Candace, Tucker, and pro IHOP.
And
really
where
hard.
he going? He don't talk about he don't have sermons. He just tells his business. Hey, I was over in IHOP for 2 weeks, and let me tell you what I was over there doing. I met this guy. That's all he does. Or either Candace did this, or Charlie did that, or oh my God, I was hanging out with Charlie, and guess what Charlie said? He said, Rob, you are America's pastor. Sir, how about you talk about the damn Bible? What are you doing?
He's been told to say this. He's been bought and told to say this, and this is my opinion. He's been told, you better say this at the sermon. You better, and people are watching.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but it's apparent. He has to put down those two people, Tucker and Candace.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about Charlie a lot. How he's pro IHOP. How these other two are trying to change him into something else. Candace and Owen. Candace and Tucker. Yeah. So I've watched thousands of his sermons, and every single one he ends it with an amen of how pro IHOP he is.
Yeah.
And he starts it with it and he ends it with it, and the middle is all just bad. So I can't like share everything because it's like, guys, it's a lot. It's a lot of video. We're just clipping it to the most. Yeah, we're clipping it to the most important parts.
Yeah.
And that Christians have characteristically treated the Jew with hatred, prejudice, persecution, malice, and all uncharitableness. Christians should not take this passage calmly. We don't look at the over 2 billion Muslims in the world and
they should not. A Christian shouldn't take this passage calmly. In other words, like if you keep messing with these people, they're gonna get you.
Yeah,
that's kind of like what he's subtly saying. And who is he saying that to? Tucker and Candace. Don't take this message calmly, or something's going to happen to you.
Atrocities. We look at 18 million people, one little tiny spit of land, 57 other nations. 90% of all terrorist activity come from Islam, but we focus, and every time we see a Jewish name, it's connected to some conspiracy because they're easy to hate. How are you provoking them to jealousy?
No, Charlie Kirk is dead. We wouldn't be here if y'all didn't unalive Charlie Kirk. How about that, dummy? If y'all didn't unalive Charlie Kirk, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't even know Allie.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're here because of you idiots. So, Rob, you are the reason why we even know you. I don't want to know you. You're a piece of trash. But because y'all unalive Charlie Kirk, we now are all in your business.
How do you show love to them? In a letter written to church leaders who did not attend the Council of Nicaea, Constantine wrote, it was declared to be particular, and these are all in the canons, you can go and study it. And I'll express it as I did first service. Relax, you look all tense. But, there's woke left and woke right. Let me explain. We'll take the inauguration. Woke left said there's not enough.
And I just want y'all to understand, not one time did he open up the Bible and say anything about God and all this other stuff. He's literally just talking about politics over and over and over again.
Color in this gathering of people. Woke right says there's too many Jews. I got from two separate people calling the president. This is a man, by the way, that took 2 assassination attempts and took a bullet, was facing 700 years in prison and tried to bankrupt him. They went after everyone that was affiliated with him, including his family. They raided his home. And all they could say is call him Zion Don, because he's surrounded by Jews.
Somebody said, "Isn't real." I love that. That is a cool ass name. Isn't real. I like that. I like that. I like that. Isn't real is crazy.
If that's your position, this is not a fellowship for
that.
you. You're anti-Semitic. You can call yourself an anti-Zionist, but you're anti-Semitic. Watching Candace Owen, she couldn't even listen to the rabbi's prayer. She had to cut away. That's not Christendom. We don't participate in replacement theology. You have to pretzel yourself. And you want to find the controversy everywhere in the world in the form of a Jew? Go somewhere else. And that's a kind invitation to leave, because if you remain, we're going to have to ask you to leave. So you make that choice. Anti-Semitism is not welcome here, period.
Hold on.
This is spinning a lot of.
And then here comes this dummy.
As we all know, Candace Owens is spinning a lot of suggestions that there's all sorts of conspiracies out there about who killed Charlie. It's fine to ask questions. It's fine to suggest that maybe this happened, maybe that happened, but it's not fine to insinuate that people are guilty of murder or they're in some sort of murder conspiracy unless you have really strong evidence. We can't keep spinning conspiracy theories without evidence. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt.
See? They're subtly just threatening this woman. I have some urgent, breaking, terrifying news. What I'm about to say is not a joke. This came directly from Candace Owens, and these are Candace Owens' words. Urgent. 2 days ago, I was contacted by a high-ranking employee of the French government. After determining this person's position and proximity to the French couple, I have deemed the information that they gave me to be credible enough to share publicly in the event something happens. In short, the person claims that the Macrons, y'all know who that is, have executed upon and paid for my assassination. My assassination. This is Candace Owens talking. Yes, you read correctly. More specifically, that the green light has been given to a small team in National Gendarmerie Intervention Group. I am told that there is one Israeli that is on this assassination squad. Plans were formalized. Again, this person provided concrete proof that they are well placed within the French government apparatus. Further to this point, this person claims that Charlie Kirk's assassin, the assassin, trained with the French Legion 13 Brigade with multi-state involvement. Journalist Xavier Pressard's life is also at risk. This is deadly serious. I ask that every person retweet and share this. I do not know who in the American government can be trusted, since the source claims our leaders, American leaders, are aware. I don't even know what to say. I'm afraid for Candace Owens and her family. I'm going to do a live stream about this tomorrow, because right now, well, that's now.
And he was also upset on the phone, but he said something, and it's hitting differently the more that I think about it. He said, and I quote, "Candace, it was supposed to be you. It was supposed to be you." Was Andrew trying to maybe communicate to me after, especially given the fact that I told you that while the actual day on September 10th, while Charlie was in the hospital, he told me that there was a list and that me and Tucker Carlson were on it and that we had to lay low, but he never told me who told him that. I never got a call from the feds telling me that. So I feel like these questions I have now are quite valid. Andrew, by the way, was not the only person who called me on that day and reached out to my family on that day with this warning, immediately cautioning me and Tucker to keep our mouths shut, telling us that we should lay low because there was a quote unquote list going around. Another person was a very well-known woman who happens to be married to a CIA contractor. Same exact message. You and Tucker Carlson. But, of course, we cannot tell you who we are getting this information from. I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me read this real quick. Dre Latina says pastors cannot talk politics from the pulpit. This is illegal and totally inappropriate. This guy is nuts. Yeah, there's something called the separation of church and state. The reason why churches get the tax benefits is because it's not state. But you sit in a church talking about state, then it turns into a business.
Also, can I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, because Charlie did say to Rob McCoy on many occasions, because Rob McCoy is like, "Oh, why don't you come speak at God Calvary Church?" Right? And he goes, no, I don't do that." And he said, "Why? Why won't you do that?" And then Charlie said, "Because I'm too political. I'm just not going to do that." So there you go. I'm too political. I'm not going to speak, because whenever Charlie speaks, it's going to come out political. So I'm just noticing, guys, I'm watching a lot of Do Your Education now. I'm watching a lot of Jack Hibbs and Rob McCoy. If you watch them simultaneously, they say the same things, and they're all political, and they're all pro IHOP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just really disgusting how Americans just overall, there's people like these idiots that are leaders of churches, and all they do is sit around like sucking off another country like they're better than this country. I don't understand.
I
Like, for
think
example,
it needs to be shut down. I literally think it's money laundering going around, and it needs to be all shut down. They shouldn't be talking about politics at all. At all.
And speaking of money laundering, great segue.
Of Charlie Kirk, there's been growing concern over potential financial mismanagement at Turning Point USA. I've been looking into this and have discovered some shocking information. We're going to explore the question, did Turning Point USA commit fraud? I'm Zach, I'm a certified public accountant, and you are watching Wolves in Finance. Second independent audit on top of the annual financial audit. According to everything is out front. This was responded to by someone from Turning Point.
Hold on. There's your boy, Tyler Boyer. Tyler Boyer, he is the freaking problem.
Let me start off by saying that I believe this is a good organization, and I hope that they succeed. But they are not going to be able to continue Charlie Kirk's legacy if they are employing people who are stealing donations. The reason that people are concerned about Turning Point USA's finances is because statements made by Charlie Kirk himself. This is a memo written by Charlie Kirk on September 2nd, 2025, that is only 8 days before he was murdered. In this memo, he promotes Justin Strife as the new Chief Operating Officer, or COO, and announces a new Doge-style audit. After this memo was revealed, people obviously wanted to know what were the results of the Doge-style audit. Why was Charlie Kirk concerned with the finances of Turning Point USA right before he was murdered?
And let me just say this, because I think it's important. There were a lot of people that, naturally are like, why do we include Erica Kirk in this when she is a widow and her kids, are going through what they're doing? And the first thing I thought of was the fact that if she would not have taken this, I would say this dumpster fire of a company, which is Turning Point USA. If she didn't become the CEO of it, we wouldn't be talking about Erica Kirk. If she would have just sat home and just became a mom and just stay home. But she became CEO of this company that Charlie Kirk was having problems with before he died. So it's almost like the hostile takeover came from his own wife, because she's the one that took it over, and she is the one who is still having Tyler Boyer and Rob McCoy with Turning Point Faith. So Turning Point Faith is Rob McCoy also, and you know, the amazing what is his name?
Mikey.
The amazing Mikey. You know, these people are still employed. The security team, they're still employed. I got video of her getting, you know, like walked around by this same shady security team. So for anybody who thinks I'm insensitive or anybody else is insensitive because they're talking shit about Erica Kirk, I need y'all to understand that this man is auditing Turning Point USA, and he's literally saying that they're on the cusp of committing fraud.
Yeah.
And the CEO is Erica Kirk. So no, we're not going to stop talking shit about Erica Kirk till she sit her ass down and become a mother somewhere.
Here's an exchange on X.com of someone asking that question. Why was Charlie about to audit the finances, and will it still be audited? This was responded to by someone from Turning Point named Tyler Boyer saying, "We audit our finances every year. They were just audited at the end of our fiscal year in July." He then goes on to say, "There is no scheming. Nonprofits have a 990 where everything is out front. No one owns anything, and our salaries are transparent. If you'd like a..."
That right there, he's going to expose as a lie, because they have 4 shell companies, and it's showing that one company is paying the other company. And then one of the reasons why they have 4 shell companies is because they can get paid from all 4 shell companies instead of one payment at one time off of one of the companies, to make it look like, oh, I only get paid $200,000 a year. No, you get paid $800,000 a year, because you get paid $200,000 a year a piece from each one of these shell companies. And it's difficult to see that or find that when you got all these damn shell companies.
Quick course.
You got it? You got anything, Ali?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Course on nonprofits, here is a good start. And then he links the accountinginsights.org website where they talk about the Form 990. Okay, number 1. That response by Tyler Boyer is a little bit snarky. And I'm just showing you one of his posts. There are many posts like this, and they are all just as snarky. I would like to ask Tyler Boyer if he can lower the snarkiness, because it is a very legitimate question. A Doge-style audit is not the same thing as the annual financial audit, and everybody knows that. Charlie Kirk wanted a second independent audit on top of the annual financial audit. According to Tyler Boyer's post, Turning Point is not going forward with Charlie Kirk's wishes. They have canceled the audit. The question is why? Why did they decide not to follow through with Charlie Kirk's final wish? What is also interesting is that Tyler Boyer is the person who was replaced by Justin Strife in Charlie Kirk's memo. Tyler Boyer was the former COO of Turning Point USA from 2017. And then 8 days before Charlie Kirk was murdered, he appoints a new person as COO. Tyler Boyer steps away so he can focus more on his job as COO of their other organization, Turning Point Action.
So any thoughts, Ali?
No, like remember in the beginning, I was saying that how he appointed someone else. He took Tyler Boyer out and he put him to the TPUSA Action. He demoted him down, and and then that was September 2nd, and Justin Strife was appointed to oversee all that stuff, and how Rob McCoy in his sermon right after Charlie died, he said he mistaken Justin Strife's name for Mikey's. I mean, it's just everything that I'm watching. It's just crazy. It's too crazy for me. This is so crazy.
Yeah. And who exactly is Justin Strife? Do we know?
He is now the the chief financial officer.
Yes, he's
The
CEO.
financial.
But do you know where he came from?
He was there, but I think he got demoted up to see over the Justin Olson. Justin Olson used to do the financial stuff. Now it's Justin
Yeah.
Strife. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So he got
he
promoted.
was switching around shit, and I don't think people like that. So September 2nd, he's Charlie's CEO. He can do whatever he wants. So he wants to know
Yeah.
where the money's going. He wants to know what's going on. He wants to know what's going on. So how about if
Yeah.
there was some sketchy stuff going on that Charlie really didn't know? Okay.
Yeah.
So he's moving around people. He's getting people. Charlie's smart. He's not dumb. He's trying to see who's gonna buckle. Who's gonna buckle? That's I'm trying to get in his shoes right
Yeah.
now. I'm gonna play a game. I'm gonna see who's gonna buckle. You know, and that's what he did. He moved around people, put that person in a higher position, demoted the other one down. And you know what? Tyler Boyer shouldn't even be there. He's been on the hot seat for many things. He got a pardon for, sketchy stuff that he did for the election.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Why is he there?
And somebody in the chat said Charlie wasn't a saint. And that's what I'm saying. Out of all these guys doing all this crazy shit, like, you actually think Charlie Kirk wasn't doing it too? I think Charlie Kirk was in the middle of it too. What?
And what's that super chat you just got there now? What does that say? Wow. I've been saying that from day one. Proud liberal to you. Yeah.
Hold on, let me read this first. Proud liberal says Erica got $5.25 million for her Scottsdale, Arizona mansion. Is that the mansion that they sold?
Yes. And that's like 8 months before he died.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? Everything is just so fake. Like, I don't know.
And this right here, I got this somewhere. Why is Candace Owens' lawyer located in Wilmington, Delaware at 920 North King Street? Why the hell did Candace Owens give us her lawyer's address? I forgot all about that.
I don't know. Maybe it's a clue, a key to tell us something. But I really think Amadi
Maybe
told me
her own
something.
lawyer is I don't know. There's something going on with that because I remember that I got that somewhere, but I'll be bringing in so much information I forgot all about it. So who is that? Thank you so much for reminding me, Jeff Murphy. I appreciate that because I forgot all about that. We got to investigate that.
Isn't that a strange coincidence? Tyler Boyer was removed from his position in the same memo that Charlie Kirk announces a financial audit. Then after that, Charlie Kirk is murdered, and Tyler Boyer is on X.com saying that no audit is necessary. So here's what I think we should do. We should follow Tyler Boyer's snarky advice. Let's go look at the 990 forms that Turning Point USA submits to the IRS every year. These contain their annual financial statements. When you look at the forms, there are some very strange anomalies. Several of the 990 forms are missing. Turning Point USA lists 4 related entities. There's Turning Point USA, Turning Point Endowment, Turning Point Action, and America's Turning Point. All different organizations do slightly different things. The Form 990 for fiscal year 2024 is posted for Turning Point USA, but it is missing for all the other 3 organizations. It looks like it was never turned in. This is a massive red flag. So Tyler Boyer is being snarky on X.com and telling people to go look at the annual financial audit, but the financial audit is missing from last year for 3 of the 4 organizations. Just to show you how strange this is, if we go back 2 years to fiscal year 2023, where we have all the financial statements, we can see that in fiscal year 2023, all 4 statements were filed on the same day on 5/15/2024. That is what normally happens. On May 15th, Turning Point would file all 4 financial statements for their organizations. But for fiscal year 2024, only 1 financial statement was filed for Turning Point USA on 5/15/2025. The other 3.
So these are the 4 companies that they use to pay themselves 4 times a month or 4 times. So you can't necessarily easily find out how much they make per year because the incomes are coming from 4 different places.
3 are missing. This strange decision to hide their financial statements happened 4 months before Charlie Kirk was murdered. I will repeat for clarity. Someone at Turning Point decided not to file 3 of the 4 of their annual financial statements 4 months before Charlie Kirk appointed a new COO.
And he died.
Requested a new audit and was murdered.
That part right there. And just for context, some of y'all are coming in like, what happened with Candace? All of this has a lot to do with Candace because everything kind of like tracks with each other. So the first thing is, why is Pastor Rob McCoy, why is Frank Turek, who is also a pastor, going to their respective churches talking shit about Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, and all these different things, and lying about Charlie Kirk? Like, Charlie Kirk loved IHOP. What are you talking about? Right? They're trying to push a narrative due to the fact that Charlie Kirk isn't here anymore, and there's nobody that can go against the narrative except for Tucker Carlson, except for Candace Owens. So the context is everybody from Turning Point USA, along with Turning Point Faith, along with Turning Point Action, along with Turning Point Endowment, whatever that is, are pushing a narrative that Charlie Kirk loved all of them. Charlie Kirk wanted all of them to, run this company, and Charlie Kirk loved IHOP. And the 2 people that can go against that, they want dead also. They want, because, I'm not going to say they as in, Frank Turk and them, but there are some people that wanted Charlie Kirk dead, and he's dead. But guess what? As we already know, there are the same people that want Candace dead. And we are trying to find the minuscule tea leaves everywhere we can look. And one of the places we're looking tonight is in these damn sermons. And why are they doing these sermons? Because of this audit. It all started from this audit. There's a possibility that they finally pulled the trigger because this audit came through. Because the second Charlie Kirk started auditing people and started changing people's roles, Charlie Kirk got knocked off. So this audit may give us some more information on who, how, and why Charlie Kirk got killed. So I just wanted to give y'all context on why we're talking about the audit in this conversation with a picture of Candace Owens on a thumbnail.
Right.
Those 3 financial.
Go ahead.
Remember this. Candace also said in one of her videos, her live streams, they're on a list. They're on a hit list,
Yeah,
her and Tucker.
Yeah.
And the last thing she said, because she already knew, I think she knew all about this before she knew something was happening. Her last live stream kind of said it all. Like, it was supposed to be you. So, Andrew Colvett is saying that, and also Tucker and her are not safe. And it goes back to the timeline for me when I watch Rob McCoy's sermon, and even Barron says the same thing. It's so damning.
It's so
The
damning.
sermon that he posted July 27th, 2025, that you can't find, but you guys can find it on Apple, Spotify, God castaways all his people. You can go find it. He says it. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's pretty damning evidence that you delete that off YouTube. That's all I have to say.
And right here, you said something about Tucker Carlson and Candace, but also Charlie Kirk. It says bombshell.
Yes.
Charlie Kirk was slated for termination in December of 2024. His friend was deliberately stopped from saving him. A longtime friend and security expert who knew Charlie Kirk since he was a teenager, has come forward with a chilling detail about the conservative leader's final months. This individual, a founding member of Oath Keepers and extensive experience, extensive experience protecting political figures, received desperate messages from Charlie Kirk in December 2024.
Is that the audio that we played?
Yeah.
Before, that long audio that I gave you?
Yes.
About the neighbor and he went to jail and all that? That one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. So Charlie went to a good friend of his, and I don't know if the name was edited or whatever, and he wanted to get new security. He didn't trust the security. Guys, like, this tells you everything. Candace has not talked about the security at all because it's them, and it's them to a higher level. There's all levels to this. It isn't just security, because everybody's compromised. If you don't do what I say, your family's going to be, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody's compromised at this point. So they're just going to do what they're told. That's just my opinion. Allegedly.
Allie, do you know they just demonetized my last video?
Which one? Which one?
The one I did today. I'm just like, yo, y'all just don't know.
You know
man.
what? At this point, I think anything related to him is going to be demonetized. But it's okay. This is important because this is about Candace's life. So who cares? Who cares?
Well, no, I care, but I'm just I have the right to get mad when it happens. That's all.
Yeah.
Or keep going, but I have the right to get mad because I got feelings. I'm a human,
Yeah. Guys, we've been working on this since yesterday. So this is a lot of work. This is like, if you just give a little bit of help for this live stream, like literally it was 2 days of work for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
It's been a lot.
I got demonetized for that video and we were just cutting up. I ain't say nothing crazy. We just playing funny videos and shit. And this video talking about IHOPians and oh my God, this whole day is going to be like no money at all. Because I do this for money, not specifically just for money, but you get on YouTube in order to make money. And you do two different goddamn live streams. You don't make no. But yeah, I have the right to be mad. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. So let's keep going with the audit.
Are still missing. Let me give the other three are missing. This strange decision to hide their financial statements happened 4 months before Charlie Kirk was murdered. I will repeat for clarity. Someone at Turning Point decided not to file 3 of the 4 of their annual financial statements 4 months before Charlie Kirk appointed a new COO, requested a new audit, and was murdered. Those 3 financial statements are still missing.
So once all this was going on, the first thing somebody said is get them pastors out in the churches to change this narrative about one, their chapel churches are nasty because we're trying to clean up the chapel churches and turn it into Turning Point USA, Turning Point Faith. But in order to complete that, we got to get rid of Charlie Kirk first, because that is the whole goal, to hide allegedly hide money and hide tadpoles, because a lot of these people are into tadpoles.
Let me give you just one example of why this is problematic. Let us look at the one financial statement we do have for fiscal year 2024 for Turning Point USA. Schedule I shows grants and other assistance to organizations, governments, and individuals in the United States. This schedule shows you where Turning Point is sending its money. We see that a lot of money, $8,560,625, is being sent to America's Turning Point. They are sending it to their own shell company. Now, this is not necessarily illegal, except for the fact that the financial statement for the other organization is missing. We cannot see how this $8.6 million is being spent. This is very important because there are strange variances around this money. I have pulled the last 5 years of 990 forms for Turning Point USA. Here is a table with contributions compared with the largest expense, which are the grants from Schedule I. You can immediately see a strange dip between 2022 and 2023. This dip happens because in prior years, they were sending money to Turning Point Endowment. They were transferring millions of dollars. This stopped in 2021, and they started ramping up sending money to America's Turning Point. Let's break this down. First of all, I find it really unethical that they were sending millions of dollars to their own endowment. I know that a lot of nonprofits do this, but I think it is unethical. Do the donors know this is how Turning Point is spending their money? Turning Point USA is taking in donations and then sending the money to their endowment to invest in the stock market.
Which is illegal.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy. Now do y'all see that why they had to get rid of Charlie Kirk? Because Charlie Kirk wasn't with this shit. Charlie Kirk was like, "Nah, I don't know what y'all doing," and they're like, "Huh?" You know how a kid gets caught with a hand in a cookie jar? They had to get rid of him. If Charlie Kirk would not have found out all this was going on, he probably would still be alive. It's crazy. Dre Latina says, please look at music video with Erica and Tyler from 2012. Yeah, I've seen it. Whoa and wow. It's revealing of her true self. Well, I'm not going to say that because one, when you're single, you are single, right? So no, I don't look at her and say, oh, look at her. One is a music video. Two, in a music video with a love interest, you gotta be all huggy with the person in the music video to make the video entertaining. So that's the first thing. And two, if she's single, who cares? Like a single woman is going to be a single woman, especially in a music video. I don't see nothing wrong with a woman being single. If she was married, that's a different story. But what is wrong with a single woman flirting with a man? I don't understand that. So no, it's not damning. It's not crazy. So I don't know about that. I watched it. It's nothing to watch.
In my opinion, they should be spending donations on operating their nonprofit, not on buying investments. As of fiscal year 2023, they had $61 million of assets in the endowment, which was generating $1.9 million a year of investment income.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
Personally, I think that's an unethical way to run a nonprofit, but that's just my opinion. But what is important here is what happened to the missing $8.6 million, the amount sent to America's Turning Point in fiscal year 2024. The amount of money sent to America's Turning Point was getting larger and larger, and because the financial statements are missing, we cannot tell how this money was spent. If we look at the prior year, the majority of the money was spent on other salaries and wages. How is this possible when America's Turning Point reports 0 employees? Does anyone else think that sounds a little suspicious?
You got some, Allie?
Yeah. John McGovern, who's like, well, he's the gift philanthropist or something, that officer that is a ghost Can't find him anywhere. But apparently he makes more money than Charlie Kirk. And he's on the audit. And I have his picture because they deleted it off TPUSA's website, but I screenshotted it in September. Remember that? I'll send it to you right now. I can send it to you
right now. Yeah. I know who you're talking about now. Yeah.
Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah. This McGovern guy. Yeah.
Yep. He's like, he made triple more than Charlie. So who is he? And where is he? I'd like to know. Please, somebody tell me. Because you can't find him online anywhere.
Yeah.
Walk you through this. We have the two organizations, the main company Turning Point USA and America's Turning Point. America's Turning Point has never reported any employees. Turning Point USA's number of employees has decreased dramatically over the last 3 years. In the last year alone, the number of employees decreased by 33%. That is a massive decrease in workforce. But while they are laying people off, their salary expense is skyrocketing for both organizations. None of this makes any sense. How is America's Turning Point reporting millions of dollars of salary expense when they have no employees?
It's all ghosts, man.
They're ghost shell companies. It's 4 companies, and none of the companies have employees.
And they're nowhere to be found. And that's why it was deleted. And apparently it was put back up and then took off the website again. So it's very sketchy, and I don't know what they're doing with their website. It's very, very weird. And I don't think they thought that people would be going into this, looking into their 501.
We wouldn't be going through this if they wouldn't have killed Charlie.
Exactly.
This is what I'm saying. All these people complaining about us being all in their business, we wouldn't been in their business if you wouldn't have killed this damn man. Like, you shouldn't have did it. Sorry, but we're now in your business because y'all killed Charlie. It's not even about Charlie. We're not avenging Charlie's death. We're not doing that. We're just wondering why they killed this man. You know, whether it was Charlie or somebody else. Why did you do it? You know, because he's a human. He's a person. He deserves, or his family deserves, to know what happened. Or did his own family have something to do with this too? It's important.
Oh, exactly.
How is Turning Point USA's salary expense skyrocketing when the number of employees is plummeting? And why are the financial statements missing? What was the $8.6 million spent on? In my opinion, what I think is happening is I think there are fake people on the payroll. I think that paychecks are getting sent to people who do not really exist. And that would explain why we have a company with 0 employees with millions of dollars of salary expense. What about Tyler Boyer's argument that they have an annual financial audit every year? If what I am saying is true, why wouldn't their annual audit catch these issues? The annual financial audit for Turning Point USA, Inc. and its affiliates was performed by an accounting firm called Baker Tilly. In the notes, they explain that they audited Turning Point USA, Turning Point Action, Turning Point Endowment, America's Turning Point, and TPUSA Merch.
That's a 5th company. You see how they do?
Yep.
That usually means they audited all the shell companies when they provided their opinion that the statements present fairly in all material respects. That means it is a clean audit with no problems. I wonder if Baker Tilly will provide an explanation why they can issue a flawless audit report when 3 990 forms were never filed with the IRS. And just to clarify, Baker Tilly's audit opinion letter is signed after Turning Point missed the filing date with the IRS. So there is no excuse for Baker Tilly not to mention this in their audit opinion. Just so you understand who Baker Tilly is, let me show you a lawsuit that was filed against them just this year by a Catholic charity.
In a lawsuit filed Friday, Catholic Charities claims they're out millions of dollars after a former employee in their finance department misused funds. And that's not all. The local nonprofit is also going after Baker Tilly, the firm that was auditing their finances at the time.
Oh, damn. So Baker Tilly, they're assumably fraudulent too, because they were doing all their stuff and everything came back clean.
Exactly.
Knowing it's not clean. Damn. So you got
I sent you the two. I sent you the two things because this is very important. This person we haven't found, John McGovern. Okay. And I sent you the 2024 990 form where he makes triple than Charlie. So you can show those two things if anybody can find out who John McGovern is and why he's a ghost. Is he Mikey McCoy? Who is he? I don't know who he is. I have no idea who John McGovern is. By the way, Mikey McCoy is not on any of the 990 forms. Why not? If he's chief of staff.
He's the chief of staff.
Exactly. He's not on there. So why is he not on there?
Oh.
Yeah, like I remember everything. Like my brain is kind of like Charlie's. I have a photographic. If nobody knows me, I have a photographic memory, like more for like pictures and stuff. But for numbers and stuff, I'm pretty good too. Not as good as Charlie, but seriously, I didn't forget this. I took a screenshot when you remember in the beginning when he died and their website was weird. The first thing I noticed was the Freedom shirt, you couldn't buy it anymore. The first 24 hours you couldn't buy it anymore. Now it was like, here I am, Charlie. That's the only shirt you could buy. And I was telling you that. I'm like, why? Where's the Freedom shirt, right? It was gone.
Yeah.
Then I took a screenshot of, I thought that was sketchy. So I decided to take a screenshot of everybody's staff list. That's when things went sketchy. So I'm glad I took a picture of this John McGovern. It says he is a philanthropist. How do you say that word again? Philanthropist.
Yes.
Yeah, gift officer. Yeah, but in the audit it says. Yeah, in the audit it says he's a manager. So what is he?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So they just making up stuff as they go.
Exactly. You tell me who this
somebody says 458 employees received $21 million in compensation. 20 employees received more than $100,000 in compensation, and 7 most compensated reported to be $456,000 for McGovern. Thank you for that. Proud liberal is coming through with the receipts.
Well, why isn't he on LinkedIn?
I don't know.
Where is he? Where is he? Who is this John McGovern?
Yeah.
Can he come to speak on the podium, please? I would love to hear his
Charlie
voice.
Kirk.
So somebody just sent me this. I have no idea what it is, but it's interesting. So let's listen to it. Hopefully it's nothing crazy.
I can't believe this. Charlie Kirk's pastor is insinuating that Candace Owens is allegedly Charlie's, the person that did something to him. I'm about to show it to you. But remember, he's also the pastor that got caught lying about Charlie's interest in a whole bunch of things. You know, like his last few months of stances or about the relationship that Charlie and Candace had. Glad he got caught.
I actually think Frank Turek is saying more threatening things towards Candace than Rob is, in my opinion.
Called out for it.
Is a real killer. And she's a real killer because Charlie stopped inviting her places. And she thought that if she could get rid of Charlie, maybe she'd be president. And she's doing all this to divert attention from her being the real killer. That's possible. Why do you say that? But I have no evidence, and I'm not suggesting that. I'm simply saying that seems to me what she's doing to other people. Yeah, we have to be careful.
He literally said it, then said that he wasn't saying it, then said it made sense to him. That
No, that's not what he's saying.
It's not.
No, what Frank was saying is like, I watched that whole entire thing.
I watched it too. Yeah.
He's like
just saying, what if I said that she is a killer? That's all
he's just insinuating TPUSA is behind it. He's like, so now he's like this is what I'm talking about. The TikTok people, like they're just like they only take a 15-minute clip and they turn it around. No, that's not what Frank said. He said, Candace is saying all this stuff. How about if I say this stuff? How about if I say this about her? How about if I say, you know, she wants to be president, so she's going to do this? That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I was just playing that because somebody just sent it to me and I didn't have time to watch it. So boom. We'll go to this. Hold on. 827.
You showing that picture?
Yeah, I'm about to show the picture now.
Yeah.
Give me a second. All right, here we go. So these are some very important images right here. So this is the guy, John McGovern. You see him, right? Just want to make sure it's showing up.
Yep.
Okay. So this is the guy, John McGovern. Nobody knows who the hell he is. This is the guy that makes $500,000 a year. And then here is the rest of the information having to do with the fraudulent taxes. Okay, so in 2024, this is the 990 form. The revenue is $85 million. Expenses, $80 million. Wait, what? Net income, $4 million. Wait, what? You mean to tell me they're reporting $80 million in revenue and $81 million in expenses?
That's crazy.
God.
In one form I saw video and production. I think I saw like $8 million. I'm like, what?
Damn.
For what?
So
for events that he does. I gotta put it out there because like I know all about events and I'm sure you do too.
Yeah.
Aaron, right?
Yeah.
For events that they just throw him up on a equipment case on top of a table and put his chair on top of a table, right? Because he's that important for $8 million for video and production. Okay, that's how much they're spending on his event to put stuff out, to set up the stuff out there. I think it's actually ridiculous.
So let me say this. We do events bigger than Turning Point USA. I'll say it again. Tonight's conversation, our events are twice as big as Turning Point USA. And here's this is it. Here's proof of that. And this isn't bragging or nothing because it's not my company. It's my friend's company. But the point is, it doesn't cost $80 million. So here we go. This is an example of what we do. So this is just one of our events right here. Y'all ready for this? Almost 5,000 people. Philly stand up.
What's going on? It's your boy Ace Metaphor, and this is tonight's Conversation podcast. All the way live. Hey, listen, we coming to a city near you, and I need you to get your tickets because they sell out. Listen, tonight's conversation in your city. Let's have a good time. Philly, make some noise!
Yeah, that's amazing.
So I just want to show y'all that we are more lit than Turning Point USA. Or you could say he is more lit than Turning Point USA. Because I am not a part, I'm just on the podcast.
And to be fair, I have done events too where my daughter was in that was over 20,000. Okay.
Yeah.
And I had
Yeah.
to help with the event and in certain things like
Yeah.
photography, setting it up, merch, all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
and same with my boyfriend. He's
Yeah.
done Mr. Beast. He's been on set. He's cameraman. So we all know, me, you, him, we know what an
It
event
don't
takes.
take $80 million to do.
No, exactly.
$80
this is
million
all-
in that's dumb as hell.
Maybe why this is why he did this Doge thing. You know, like who is doing the fine? He has two financial officers. So
Yeah.
this is where it gets a little bit sketchy.
Yeah. So I played that just to let y'all know that I am in a world where we are doing bigger venues and more people than Charlie Kirk was.
Yeah.
And there's no $80 million on the P&L sheet.
And you should put his picture up there again because a lot of people are saying, who's this John McGovern? And nobody had a picture of him. And I found it. And I had it for months. So you should post that and say, you know, where are you, John? Where are you, John McGovern? I'd like to know if you're real. Who are you? Who are you? You're not on LinkedIn. You're a ghost. Can't find him anywhere. If anybody can find him, let me know.
All right, so let's get back to this because this is just absolutely crazy, man.
And then we got to get back to, you know, the last. Are you going to post the last sermon too?
That was all the sermons.
What about the one where he's about Candace and Tucker? You
Oh
didn't do
yeah,
that
yeah.
one. You didn't do that one.
Yeah, I'll do that one too.
Yeah.
All right, so this right here is saying $80 million, $81 million in expenses. That's freaking nuts. So Charlie Kirk got paid $285,000 from one of the sources. Keep that in mind. Flood $269 a year for doing what? Dan Flood is getting paid $269. Well, I don't know. Security. I don't know how much security he's offering. So okay. Hertzberg, Marina, all these people getting paid $200,000 a year for doing what? So you know they don't have any employees, right? So it's like each employee that they do have, they're giving them $200,000 a year.
Yeah, I couldn't find Mikey on any of them. Not on one. And he joined in 2020. And he was like the executive assistant of something, and then he became chief of staff in 2024. And still nothing. Nothing on Mikey.
And hold on, I want to show you what. Let's see if I have it. Let's see, where is it? All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so this is more proof that these guys are trying to get people murked.
Statements about Charlie, all lies. Statements about Charlie, all lies. And all while they're still getting death threats. But they have a...
You see that, right?
Yeah.
They're getting death threats. Do y'all see how it's evident that Rob McCoy knows something that the rest of the world doesn't? He knows about these things because I don't remember the date, but this is at least a month ago.
Plan.
Listen again.
Statements about Charlie, all lies. And all while they're still getting death threats. But they have a plan.
That's damning right there.
But as I was thinking about this, you know, I stepped in it because as a father, I want to protect my son. And I thought, I got a plan for you, son. He said, Dad, that's not Charlie's plan. And you know what? I'm looking at my son who's 24 years old. Justin's the chief CFO, Chief Financial Officer, and Mikey's the Chief of Staff.
Hold on. I just wanted to, like, put my dick on the table just for a second. This person says, Mr. Lego now profiting off all this. Sounds like he's jealous of not making millions. I don't make millions, but I just want to remind you that we are more lit than Charlie Kirk. I just want to kind of, I just played the video. Like, do I gotta play the video again? We are more lit than Charlie Kirk. Like, and we ain't got to be all on TV, and we ain't got to be sniffing the president's balls. We more lit than Charlie Kirk. I need you to understand that. What are you talking about? Like, stop playing. Jealous of what? Charlie Kirk is dead. I'm alive. What the hell am I jealous for? And on top of that, they're making $80 million and then spending $80 million. What are you talking about? I don't want to make $80 million and I got to spend $80 million to make $80 million. What? Who's going through all that shit? So no, I'm not jealous of none of these goddamn people, whether they got money or not, because I'm not dead. Jealous of a dead person, jealous of a person getting threatened to get killed. I'm not jealous of Candace or none of these people. There ain't nobody trying to kill me. So I'm in a better situation than these people that are either dead or, like worried about dying. I'm not worried about dying. I don't want to go to sleep like, damn, is somebody going to kill me? So no. So if making millions of dollars comes with death, I'm good. So I don't know what I'm talking about jealous of dead people. What do you think, this is 6 cents or some shit? No, I'm jealous of dead people. No, ma'am, no, sir.
Justin's the CFO, Chief Financial Officer, and Mikey's the Chief of Staff. I'm looking at my son who's 24 years old. Justin's the CFO, Chief Financial Officer, and Mikey's the Chief of Staff.
This man, I'm sure, makes more money than me. But guess what? He has to suck IHOP dick in order to make the money. I don't want to suck dick to make money. He sucked dick to make money. So what are you talking about? So I'm not jealous of him either. I'm not dead. I'm not in hiding because somebody's trying to kill me, and I'm not sucking dick. So I'm happy.
Are you saying that somebody said in the chat that you're jealous? Because I couldn't see.
Yeah. Somebody said, you making these videos because you jealous of them making millions of dollars.
Oh, well, I'm pretty sure Rob McCoy sleeps very well at night. Okay. He was in Korea, September 28th, 2025, stripping, okay, on stage with his freedom shirt underneath.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he sleeps very, very well at night. And
I'm just sucking dick.
and because Mikey McCoy did say, he can't sleep at night. Like, all of this stuff that people have been saying online, like I had blood all over me. He wasn't saying that I had blood all over me. He was saying there was blood all over Charlie. No, that's not what he said, Mikey. And when he was in IHOP, he changed his words once again. Every time I hear him, he changes his words.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the minute Charlie was shot, he called me, says, Dad, Charlie's been shot in the neck. Please call every pastor and pray. I said, okay, son. He has wits about him. He was just directing. He had blood all over him. And Frank Turek. He had blood all over him. And Frank Turek. I want to address something. The stupidity of the internet. Oh, signals? Really? You're going to put that garbage out? That they were giving hand signals? That was Frank Turek. He was covered in blood because he was giving Charlie CPR.
And what is it? And a lie detector test says that was a lie.
He's an apologist for the Christian faith. His children were on the phone when he was videotaping it, and they saw the bullet. Videotaping it, and they saw the bullet. The bullet. They saw the bullet. His heart's ripped out. Christian faith.
Down on top of him.
Hold on. So I just want to see. Let's see. Am I jealous of this guy? Let me see.
So I initially dove down on top of him and just was on him almost face to face, and then I'm on top of him up close. It squirted through my fingers, and I could taste it on my lips. And I could taste it on my lips. And I could taste it on my lips. And I'm on top of him up close. It squirted through my fingers, and I could taste it on my lips.
So no, I'm not jealous of him too. Like, can somebody send me somebody?
We have all the angles. We have all the angles. There was nothing on his lips anywhere.
I just want y'all to tell me who I need to be jealous of, because I'm not getting squirted in my face by a man where I can taste it on my lips. I'm not kissing ass of another country. I'm just saying, please tell me who I need to be jealous of, because all of these cockamamie idiots in this situation are going through all kinds of hell. And I don't want to, this freaking dude here, he's on somebody else's podcast. This guy here,
my fingers, and I could taste it on
Paramount Tactical. This man is on somebody else's podcast whining. He squirted in my face and I could taste it on my lips. He's saying that shit on somebody else's podcast. Do you think I want to be on somebody else's podcast talking about a man squirted in my mouth? Please tell me who I need to be jealous of. Please tell me. Because I sleep well at night and there's nothing on my lips. Unless it's chicken. So, hold on. There's another thing. Let's see. Am I jealous of this?
This is when you apply, not lying.
Oh, man. This whole interview.
What?
In a different.
Gay now.
You always, when you build a kit out like that, you build it to where the stuff you need the soonest or most important is on the outside, right? Packing, pressure, repack, it gets saturated.
Packing pressure.
You don't take it out, you just.
I'm not packing no pressure on no men, so I'm good on that.
Packing on top of it.
Life. I'm on my knees in my butt.
Hold up.
Packing on top of it. I'm on my knees with the door open, with my butt hanging out at the side, and I'm on my knees doing the
I don't make money on my knees and with my butt in the air. So I'm not jealous of him either, y'all. So please tell me who I need to be jealous of. My butt don't be up in the air. I don't be on my knees. I would hate to make my money with my knee on my knees with my butt in the air.
So you're telling me all these security guards make $200,000 to $300,000 for just standing there, not even near his body, making all these hand gestures, which they were hand gestures. I don't care. And they're not even covering roofs, taking the proper protocol at an event. You're telling me you're getting paid that much? And then after all that, you explicitly say a story like that? It's just, it's so bizarre.
So here's is Brian Harpool on here?
No, I see Dan. No, I saw Dan. A lot of people are missing. I don't see a lot of them on there.
So
and apparently, Brian said, I've been working for him since 2018. Well, that's a lie.
So if Dan Flood makes $269, is a good chance that Brian Harpool makes the same amount or more or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, He makes more money than me because I don't make $300,000 a year. But guess what? I'm not on my knees with my butt in the air. You know, maybe Rob McCoy and his little pastor cult, he probably makes $300,000 a year. But I'm not sucking dick. So yes, they make all this money, but I don't want to live their lives. Sorry. So there's nothing for me to be jealous of. And yes, they make more money than me. Clap for them. But guess what? I sit on my ass. I'm at home. I just got off tour. And
Paramount Tactical has been bought. He has this one theory. You have to have an open mind and see all theories. You can't just see one. I don't know who's saying that in the chat. You know, go see Paramount Tactical. Bye. See you later.
Yeah. So I don't want to be running around doing all these fake ass interviews in order to get people to believe me. No, I like sitting on my ass, hanging out with Allie, hanging out with y'all, having fun, making money this way. Sorry. So yeah.
Yes, John, I know Brian doesn't work for TPUSA directly. He has a contract with them. I get that. But in the audit, we don't really see it broken down properly. Does that make sense? Like we don't really see it.
Yeah.
Saw the bullet videotaping it, and they saw the bullet. The bullet. They saw.
See, I'm not sitting around lying to freaking people talking about somebody saw the bullet. How the hell do you see the bullet?
Yeah, so where's the bullet? He's saying that. Why doesn't he answer for what he's saying?
That's what I'm saying. This man is stupid. Talking about somebody saw the bullet.
Saw the bullet. His heart's ripped out. Faith. His children were on the phone when he was videotaping it, and they saw the bullet. His heart's ripped out. Signals, really? And the other guy, Dan, the security guard, he's somehow tied in with this conspiracy. Get over yourself. Dan is a believer. I love that man.
Hey, these people just like stand behind God as an armor. I don't like it.
That's why I say pastors are gay.
I don't like it. I don't like. Stop using God as your weapon, as your armor, and step aside and talk man to man. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
And here's somebody else still working for your girl. Shout out to your girl, Erica Kirk. This is Dan Flood right here. See, I sit on my ass and make my money. I sell card games. I don't want to be out there holding doors for bitches. I'm sorry. This damn, I don't even call them bitch, but crooked ass people. I don't want to hold doors for crooked ass people. You know what I'm saying? So he has to do this for a living, and he makes more money than me probably. According to the taxes, he makes $260, $360 a year. I don't want to be out there risking my life for some damn woman that, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
not saying I wouldn't do it, but I don't have to do it. I'll say that.
Would you mind a picture of yourself?
Quick picture, please.
Or could this be how you've been holding up, Erica? You think it's been tough?
And this is in my opinion, this is proof that Erica Kirk had something to do with all of this, because it's just really common sense. Why in the world would you still have on payroll somebody that mishandled your husband's life. Your husband is dead because of Dan Flood not protecting him. And then you're going to turn around and have Dan Flood protect you when he couldn't protect your damn husband.
Yeah. Unless
And
they're
you don't
boyfriend,
think,
girlfriend.
right? And you don't think either Erica Kirk is an idiot, because how is she not an idiot if that's the case, or did she have something to do with Charlie Kirk dying? Why would you have the security that failed to keep your husband alive, like guarding you, unless y'all all got him out of here?
And it's the timeline again. That's what, just like Candace says, I love timelines because, you know, their security group, they were with somebody before, they left it in 2022, and they started a new one in 2023, Integrity Solutions in 2023. And then, you know, Mikey McCoy became chief of staff in 2024. Everything is leading up to selling my house. You know, I'm doing a Doge. If you look, I have a whole sheet of everything on the timeline, and it's just so bizarre how everything's connecting now.
Yeah.
Everything. And Pastor Rob McCoy discussing stuff in July, discussing everything, his feelings about stuff politically, about Candace and Tucker and all that stuff on his sermons, and then he deletes it. Oh, sorry. Oops, I don't want anybody to see that now. No, that's not happening.
Yeah.
It's everything, the timeline. It's all the timeline.
Yeah. And then let me show y'all something else. Since we're looking at all this. No, hold on. No. Let's just finish this.
Charities provides a number of programs, including counseling, adoption, and immigration services. This 12-page lawsuit says the former employee worked for Catholic Charities for over 10 years, holding many positions, including Director of Finance. It says she abused her authority and misappropriated millions of dollars. The lawsuit claims she did this in 2 schemes. The first alleges paying false invoices. Catholic Charities says the second scheme involved the woman using company credit cards for personal purchases like Amazon Prime Video rentals, Uber rides, Ticketmaster purchases, and casino purchases from MGM Grand. The lawsuit also states that Baker Tilly failed to recognize clearly fraudulent purchasing activity.
The lawsuit alleges that someone in leadership at the highest levels of this Catholic charity stole millions of dollars. Baker Tilly never mentioned it in any of their audits. It makes you wonder, are they even looking at the financials? This is the same accounting firm doing the annual audits at
Hold on, it's messing up. I'll just back it up a little bit. I don't want y'all to miss that.
Recognize clearly fraudulent purchasing activity.
The lawsuit alleges that someone in leadership at the highest levels of this Catholic charity stole millions of dollars. This was going on year after year after year, and Baker Tilly never mentioned it in any of their audits. It makes you wonder, are they even looking at the financials? This is the same accounting firm doing the annual audits at Turning Point USA. Erica Kirk assumed the role of CEO of Turning Point USA on September 18th, 2025, 8 days after Charlie Kirk was murdered. She has been the CEO for almost 2 months. She needs to answer these questions. If someone has lied on the 990 form, people go to jail for that. I want some explanation of why Turning Point USA sent $8.6 million to their shell company and then did not file financial statements. And Erica, I don't know who does the accounting at Turning Point, but if they have not been telling you about any of this, you need to fire your accountants immediately. This reminds me of what happened with Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is one of the most famous investors in the world. But a lot of people do not know that he got in big trouble with the SEC. This happened a long time ago in the 1970s. He had a rapidly growing organization consisting of all these different shell companies. The companies were transferring money back and forth. The companies would own stocks of all the other companies. The SEC opened an investigation into Warren Buffett for fraud. He talks about this in his biography. He describes a scene where he is sitting with his lawyer, Chuck Rickershauser, to announce himself.
Why is you talking about some damn...
As America's pastor.
In a conversation with Charlie in the green room in Korea, he said something.
Every time you turn around, he's not talking about the Bible. He's talking about Charlie damn Kirk. Golly, man, like, leave this man alone.
To me that he'd said a number of times, he said, he kept calling me his pastor, and I stopped him. I said, Charlie, since the president's gotten elected, your stock has risen through the stratosphere, and I don't see much of you. I mean, he wasn't a very good congregant. He was on the road 320 days a year. But he said, Rob, not only are you my pastor, but you're America's pastor. And I said, Charlie, if we were at a tabling event on a campus where you had the table said, prove me wrong, I'd win. And he looked at me with that sheepish grin that he always has. Doggone it if he wasn't right. I mean, I wasn't American.
Somebody said, have we heard from hold on, let me do this. Somebody said, have we heard from Candace Owens? Yes, Candace has said she is taking this week off. She is safe, and the government has confirmed the threats to be real. So that's all we really know right now. Has anything else came up, Allie? I know you've been checking her Twitter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check now. Nope. The only last thing she did was she retweeted the Officer Tatum thing. That's it.
Okay.
Because pastor 2 minutes ago, and I won't be after this, but for right now, he proved me wrong.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Normally, at a memorial service, you would talk about how great the person is who died.
Exactly.
But instead, Rob McCoy decides to talk about his own greatness. Apparently, Charlie Kirk appointed him as America's pastor. Personally, I find this gross and egotistical. This doesn't seem very Christian-like to me. I am an American, and I'm a Christian, and I can tell you this, Rob McCoy, you are not my pastor. Let me know in the comments down below, am I the only person who finds it strange that Rob McCoy would use the memorial service to call himself America's pastor? A lot of people have made the connection that Rob McCoy's son, Mikey McCoy, was Charlie Kirk's chief of staff. That is a red flag. In the accounting world, you do not want two family members in leadership positions. One of the greatest threats in accounting is if two people work together to get around accounting internal controls. For instance, if
a father and a son working for the same company is an ethics issue. 1000%. I totally agree.
If you have two family members in senior positions, one person can make a fake expense request, the second person can approve it, and the accounting system will not know that anything is wrong.
Conflict of interest.
Now, we do not know for sure that Rob McCoy and Mikey McCoy were stealing money from Turning Point USA. All I am saying is that it is a red flag. Another red flag is someone named John McGovern. John McGovern.
Here we go.
Here we
go. This is the guy right here, right?
That's not him. And Candace did tweet this out, guys.
Oh, so he got it wrong?
Yes, and he did apologize. I think is it Wolf Finance? Somebody posted this, and she said that is not the person. And
this is him.
That's him. That's from the website. That's exactly from the website. That other person is not him.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
Employee at Turning Point USA. In fiscal year 2024, he made $420,709 in his salary at Turning Point USA and $35,960 in salary from related organizations, which we cannot trace because the financial statements are missing. In comparison, if we look at Charlie Kirk's combined salary from Turning Point USA and related organizations, Charlie Kirk made less money at $390,493. Let's look at the previous year in 2023. John McGovern makes a lot less at $223,613. It is unusual that his salary more than doubled in 1 year. John McGovern was involved in fundraising, which is essentially sales for a nonprofit. So it is not unheard of for a salesperson to make more money than the CEO. He also
Hold on. Hey, some of y'all have not hit the like button yet. I have not said hit the like button in a minute. Can y'all make sure to hit the like button, please? And thank you in advance. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button.
Let Go Research.
also probably received
Team 007. He said he's writing Christian beliefs to favor IHOP. He's literally manipulating people of faith, and that's so morally wrong.
Yes. 1000%.
some kind of incentive payments based on how much fundraising he brings in. So maybe there is some explanation. But to double your salary in 1 year is very strange, especially for a nonprofit. Here's the bigger problem. John McGovern is listed as an employee under Turning Point USA. In fiscal year 2023, for Turning Point Action, he's listed separately as an independent contractor that was paid $512,100 for fundraising. He is getting paid from both organizations. If you add that together, that is...
Y'all see that, right? Turning Point USA and Turning Point Action
is $735,713. What is going on here? Let me ask the donors of Turning Point USA, does it bother you that they are spending $736,000 for one person for fundraising? Remember that Tyler Boyer is the COO for Turning Point Action.
This is absolutely atrocious.
Yes.
100%, Mr. Let Go. Erica Kirk should be at home mourning and taking care of her children. Exactly. No, she can do what she wants to do. I don't tell people what to do. But you just got to take what comes with your decisions. And if you make the decision to be CEO of this dumpster fire of a company, we have the right to talk shit about you and call you a dummy, call you an idiot, and call you stupid because you still hanging around the same people that allowed your husband to get killed on their watch. But if she was at home with her kids, none of us would have nothing to say because her ass wouldn't be getting escorted out of a damn black truck trying to go to the White House in the first place because she'll be at home. So yes. You got anything, Allie?
No, I want to touch on the Rob McCoy one more time when you're ready.
Why is Tyler Boyer paying a contract to a Turning Point USA employee? What is also alarming about this is that Turning Point Action specifically was fined $18,000 by the FEC in November 2024 for failing to disclose its donors. Now, it is possible that this FEC investigation was just lawfare by the Biden administration, but it does raise concerns. Why is there a pattern of questionable financial disclosure? Why was Tyler Boyer hiding donor information? Now it seems he's not reporting salary compensation, and the financial statements are missing. In my opinion, this looks blatantly illegal. You cannot pay an employee a contract on the side through a shell company and not report any of it as compensation. It looks like there are a number of laws being broken here. Now, maybe Turning Point has an explanation for this, but I would like to know what that is. Now, there's not a lot of information about John McGovern. He's kind of a shadowy figure that we don't know a lot about. It is strange that such a secretive person would be involved in sales. That's pretty unusual. But he does have a Facebook page. And if you look at his profile, you see that he is constantly traveling around the world. Why does this man do so much international travel? Specifically, there are a lot of videos of him spending time in Ukraine.
And that's not him. That's not him, though.
Wait.
That picture of John McGovern, that's not him.
Yeah. We understand that's not John McGovern, but does that mean he's not in Ukraine? Do you think he has the wrong guy and is following the wrong guy? Most likely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Candace did say that in a tweet. You got the wrong person. Don't do that, right? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Person says, propagandists will all be hunted down and justice will be served. If you remember, Tucker Carlson was actually placed on a kill list and remains on that list to this day. You might also remember that the second assassination attempt on Donald Trump was committed by Ryan Ruth, who also spent time in Ukraine. Isn't it strange that there are all these connections between assassins and Ukraine right before Charlie Kirk was murdered? And now we have John McGovern, the highest paid employee at Turning Point USA, getting strange contracts on the side and spending all this time in Ukraine, the same country where there is a lot of people who want to kill Charlie Kirk.
Well, I have something to say about the Ukraine thing. The only and I think I've told you what I thought regarding that. Mikey's wife's family, especially her grandfather, runs the ministry and wrote that book, being in the CIA and being in the jail, whatever. But also, don't you find that weird? Like that's her grandfather is Ukrainian. And the last thing I want to say is Charlie Kirk. I bet nobody knows this. God rest his soul. His last post on his Instagram was of Irana.
Hold on. Be careful on how you say it.
Okay, I'll just say the girl on the subway that got whatever, she lost her life.
Yeah, she lost her life somewhat the same way Charlie Kirk did. Just put it
in the neck.
So put a 1 in the chat if y'all are familiar with what's the girl's name?
I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it. Irana.
So the girl who passed away on the train, put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard that story. This is what's crazy. Charlie Kirk he posted that as the last post before he died.
On his way to Utah. On his way to UVU.
On his way to UVU. He turned around and died almost the same way as her.
Yeah. That's what I just find very eerie. And no one's talking about that. And I don't know. It's just his last post. His last thing. And it's just odd.
Yeah. Shout out to Henderson 47040. Exactly, Allie. I have seen more than not, especially over Charlie Kirk. These so-called pastors are using Christ to dehumanize others based on their hatred of truth. This is using Christ's name in vain, period. I totally agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is very true. And I just I know maybe there's not all pastors that do that. I'm just, this in particular it makes my blood boil because I have not been to a sermon like that in my life. I've never been to a sermon the way Rob McCoy does his. And he's leading now on for his son-in-law to be the head pastor of the Godspeak Cavalry, because guess what? He is now running the TPUS faith. And guess what? When he was in Korea, boy, did he tell those Korean stuff in September 28th, 2025, because I translated it today in English. You want to know what you want to know what it said?
Yeah. What?
It said, I translate. So I grabbed the info. You know that video of him taking off the shirt?
Yeah.
You can find that and get ready while I read this out. On Sunday, so this is translated from Korean into English. On Sunday, September 28th, the voice of an unfamiliar foreign pastor echoed from the pulpit of Busan World Mission Church, Reverend Rob McCoy, chairman and pastor of Turning Point USA, chairman and pastor of, he's the chairman. I didn't know that. And pastor of Turning Point USA returned to Korea to fulfill his promise to preach. He declared American churches will stand with the fight alongside Korean churches, defining this arrest not simple incident, but as a historic signal of the suppression of freedom of expression. There you go.
Yeah.
And that's where he was there. Yeah. He's sleeping pretty well there.
Check this out, yeah. Maybe if I wear this freedom shirt, they'll think I'm Charlie Kirk.
Korea needs freedom. And
that is crazy. Guys, that was September 28th, 2025. How many days passed? I don't know. Since it was September 10th of 2020. That is crazy.
But yeah, they're living off a dead man that they killed, and it's a shame, man. It's a shame. These guys are just running around embarrassing themselves. Brian Harpool is embarrassing himself, talking about he's getting squirted on. This man is running around putting the shirt out like, "Hey, I'm Charlie Kirk." It's like, golly, man. Then you got of course, your boy Frank Turek crawling around on the ground like a bitch. This is just sad, man. These men are disgusting human beings.
Yeah.
Like all of them have literally embarrassed themselves. Mikey embarrassed himself. They all just run around just saying the dumbest shit. Hold on, I found another sermon. What is this? I forgot about this.
He's making all these suggestions without evidence. Very painful for people. It's okay to suggest, well, maybe this, maybe that, but as soon as you start launching accusations, TPUSA betrayed, portrayed Charlie. I had a dream that Charlie told me this. That's not evidence.
That this entire investigation feels like a bad Fed operation. We are looking for answers from his friends. Like you guys can just serve public interest here. Okay, I'm saying his last name right. Thomas Kimono was a man who was factually put away into prison for abuse
and M-wording tadpoles.
Young girls by pretending. How he did this was he pretended that his cat was lost. Okay, I'm going to read you an email that I received from one of his victims who is now an adult, but she was just an eight-year-old child back in 1995. Here's what it reads in part, okay? I was 8 years old, living in Dana Point, California, when Thomas approached my friend and I to help him find his cat. He took us to a park behind my house and tried to molest me before I ran away. I was a key witness in his trial before he was sentenced to 8 years in prison. He molested multiple girls between 1990 and 1995. Now, you will notice that I am not saying allegedly because he went to prison for this. So this is not I'm not risking defamation here. She's not lying. We looked into this. In 1990, Camino was placed on probation for pleading no contest to lewd conduct involving children in Manhattan Beach. That's in Orange County. A few years later, he apparently went on a tear to try to lure young girls in an entirely different county. Okay, let's read an article regarding that sentencing. Here's the headline in the LA Times. This is
I want to show that
house by asking them to find his cat. Now, I want you to remember that this house.
So this is another time that Frank, they're just running around taking turns embarrassing themselves. I'm not going to play this whole thing, but this is Rob McCoy taking up for Chester.
Confine with young children without people recognizing that, okay, this guy has literally spent 8 years in prison for abuse. This is how Rob McCoy intros Thomas on his podcast. Take a listen.
I was so compelled because of the gossip and the slander of my friend who's going to join me that
the gossip and the slander, Allie, he did 8 years in prison. He did 8 years in prison. That's not gossip and slander. He
that
did
right
8
there
years
is
in prison.
Rob McCoy, as most pastors do and most priests do, they cover up and send them back in.
and send them
Okay.
back in to do more of the stuff that they was doing at first that got them in prison. Rob McCoy is a piece of garbage.
And you know what? You don't ask an adult for help to find a cat. You don't ask, sorry. So the adult doesn't ask a child for help. An adult would ask another adult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't ask a child for help.
Yeah.
I always taught my children that. If an adult asks you, can you help me find my dog, my missing puppy, help me find my cat? No. The adult doesn't need to ask a child that. Ask that help. Ask the kid.
There's no reason to ask a child for help in any situation ever in life.
No.
I've never in my life needed to ask a child a question about anything. Not help me find something, what time it is. Children don't even know what the time is. If you ask a child what time it is, they're gonna be like, I don't damn know.
So one of the first things
reason to ask a child a question about anything in life.
Right. It's one of the first things you teach your children. If somebody's asking you to help, an adult is asking a child to help, there's something not right there. Because they can ask another adult. They don't need to ask a child. What can a child do that an adult can't?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And yes, they call Rob McCoy a pastor for some reason. And people actually go to this piece of crap's church, which is crazy again.
I wanted him to tell his story. So 20 years ago, when we were over at Skyline, the introduction was you walked in and you said, I need to talk to you and I got to share with you. And you were just pretty blunt. You just laid it out there. And you said, this is what it is. And you followed the procedures. You did what was required of you. And you and I have been friends. There's been
Which is 8 years in prison, might I add.
no issues.
There have been no issues because you're not an 8-year-old girl, you fucking idiot piece of shit.
It's remarkable how you've served this community. I personally made the call that they can make fun of us and they can claim whatever they want to claim.
They can put us in prison.
But I wanted your family protected. So I pulled that, I guess it was a advertisement for the home fellowship, which we do for all the home fellowships.
This is like early 90s, the nice little beach community in Orange.
And it's not early 90s because he got caught up in some other stuff 4 months prior to this episode.
County. And I get accused of a crime that I did not commit. It's a falsely accused. It's an underage girl thing. And the premise of the case is there's a guy running around asking people about a lost cat. And this happens 15, 20 times over the course of 6, 8 months. And the whole town is getting in an uproar over it. So they bring this girl and they film an interview.
You see how he's just like, oh, you know.
That
it's just
happens 6 times a year? I didn't know that. Okay. 6 times a year, cats go missing? Okay.
over 2 different counties also.
After I got involved in this whole thing, we didn't know this was part of the thing. They just spring this in trial. And it's this interview where the kid doesn't care what she's saying. She's not upset. She thinks she's...
I don't want to hear no more.
Wow.
Kid doesn't care what she's saying. Kids are terrible. Like, what is wrong with this kid?
But then they go to church and they preach that children are the gifts from God. Okay? This is my problem with all of that. Like, you protect that? That's what you're protecting right now? We're supposed to be protecting the tadpoles. That's what we're supposed to be doing. What is going on here?
It is so bad. It is Turning Point USA. I've never in my life seen a company this incompetent, this evil, this stupid ever in my life. I never even looked at a politician or a president that's this dumb.
Yeah.
Like, I've never in my life seen a group of idiots that are dysfunctional and incompetent ever in my life. There are gang members that operate better than this. Gang members. This is because shit is crazy, man.
But I know also Candace did post something on her story. Was it Instagram? I could share it with you.
Okay, what is it say?
I'll get a second. Yeah.
Do y'all know gang members operate better than Turning Point USA? Because they operate off of a certain amount of ethics. You know, they ain't nothing either. But at least you understand why they do what they do. They ain't run around messing with tadpoles. They might beat up some people, shoot some people, but they did it because somebody shot their people. You know, it's kind of like common sense type of shit versus all this weirdo shit that they're doing. And I'm not saying gang members are good. I'm just saying Turning Point USA, the way they operate is more unethical, more disgusting than gangs. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and somebody in the chat said Ruth the World 26. Pastor McCoy is dirty. Look up the value of his 2 homes and ask where his comes up from. I'm from San Diego, and I know people who quit going to his church. He's terrible. Somebody in the chat that actually knows people that have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find the story?
Yeah, but I'm not going to play the video of it because I think you showed the young boy in the picture, and I think he's grown up now. But she did put in the story. But I just took a screenshot of it. If you want, you can share that if you want.
Is it still up? Wait. I got some breaking news.
Okay.
Everybody in the chat say breaking news. Everybody in the chat say breaking news. Everybody in the chat say breaking news in the chat. I got some breaking news. Okay. Candace Owens just said, hold on, let me mute you for a second. Candace Owens just said, I am told that payments for assassinations are running through the Club des Saints in France. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that. Everybody type breaking news in the chat. This is literally breaking news. I'll say it again because I need y'all to understand it because it's something in France. So it may not make sense, but because it's French. All right. I'm told that payments for assassinations are running through the Club des Saints in France. Club des Saints. Whatever that is. I don't know what that is. This means there is a paper trail, and I encourage the patriots of France to do what you can to uncover it. So if anybody watching understands or is familiar with Club des Saints. Oh, somebody said des Saints. So she typed it wrong. Okay. So Elizabeth, do you know what that is? She made the post. Wait, this is yesterday? Hold on. I don't know. I'm just seeing it, so I might be wrong. It says 6 minutes ago. This is from 6 minutes ago, not yesterday. So I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm seeing this. It says 6 minutes ago. So I'm told that payments for assassinations are running through the Club des Saints in France. This means that there is a paper trail, and I encourage the patriots of France to do what you can do to uncover it. I would again like to stress that there was a French female assassin, but also a male Israel assassin, IHOP assassin, that were selected to unalive me. These are joint state operations. This is breaking news. I don't know what y'all talking about. This was not from yesterday. This is new stuff. Regardless of which side politically you are on, we can't have foreign powers attempted this on our citizens. I totally agree. But does anybody know anything about this? Ali, what do you think?
I'm just reading now. Candace Owens claims payments for her assassination ran through Club Descent France. Alleges it was a France IHOP joint state operation. Conservative commentator alleges regarding the plot to kill her. Ran through the funnel through Club Descent. Other than that, what is it? When I look it up, it is Club Descent brings together distinguished gastronomes such as all these names I don't even know. Henry, Christian, and Diane. The club is known as the Compagnons de Collan. I'm not French, so I don't know. It's founded in 1912. This is crazy.
Sheesh.
I
But
know,
that's
I
what I'm
know, I
saying.
know. If Chris can come down here, he knows all about history, and he said this is so serious that people don't even understand because you don't mess with the French. He's like this is serious. This is a GIGN. He can come and down. I think he's coming down right now. Explain a little bit about it because he is a history fanatic. He could be a history teacher, and he knows all about it. To put it in a nutshell, what is it, babe? What is the scent of the?
I was looking at it just upstairs a little bit. From what I understand is it's a gentleman's club, and you actually got to pay to be a part of it. Looks like there's some kind of yearly admissions fee or something like that. And so that means that membership is exclusive. You can't just walk up and off the street and join the place, right? So that means you might potentially need a warrant to get a look at any of those financials. So you'd have to be able to prove that that would be necessary, obviously. But I overheard when it comes to the people that Candace was mentioning that may be hired, it's very interesting. Like the GIGN is sort of like a counterterrorism special forces sort of unit, and they actually are world famous and they are world renowned. The French Foreign Legion is interesting in itself as well. The French Foreign Legion, anyone in the world can join, and you can be from any walk of life. You can be a murderer, you can be a retired Navy SEAL, you can be a cook. Like anyone can join. So like basically, think about it this way. If say you wanted to pull off an assassination, you go to the French Foreign Legion and you can hire somebody from there to do it. Why would you want to do that, you ask? Well, this is why. When you join the French Foreign Legion, because you can come from any background, you can legitimately be a murderer. And once you join the French Foreign Legion...
Can you say unaliver?
Unaliver, yeah.
Unalive, okay, sorry. If you wanted to unalive someone, I wasn't mentioning her or directing it towards her. I was just speaking generally. But if you wanted to unalive somebody, the first thing that happens when you join the French Foreign Legion is they erase your identity and give you a new one. So then you do your term of service in the Legion, and now you emerge as a new person with a new identity. So now think about this. Say you want to take somebody out. You want to unalive somebody. If you hire somebody from there to do it, they have already got a brand new identity, right? They just got one. So now you hire them, they go do the job. Guess what they can do now? After they do the job, they could go right back to the French Foreign Legion again and re-enlist. And then they will get a brand new name again.
Yeah.
And then that person is gone forever. And the only way you can ever link them to anything will be only one thing: DNA. Everything else will be completely wiped. That person will cease to exist.
There you go.
Wow.
He knows a lot about this stuff. Yeah.
Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris, historian.
Shout out to Chris. So Eliza said cent means 100. So okay. Thank y'all. All right, so we got a little understanding. And okay, it wasn't breaking news. I just seen it. I'm just showing y'all stuff that I run across. What are y'all talking about? So yeah, man. I
Someone
think
said the John Wick Club.
the John Wick Club is
Oh,
hilarious.
somebody just said that. I'm like, yeah, that's so true.
That's what it
Leanne,
sounds like. The John Wick Club. Wow. There's a
Leanne Cannon.
possibility that John Wick was an
Yeah.
interpretation of the Foreign Legion.
Shout out to Leanne Cannon, 1450. John Wick Club. Yeah. That is true.
Damn. All right, so I'm done. You got anything else?
Yeah, you gotta play that last video.
What last video?
That last video of what Rob McCoy said. That we're because you didn't play it.
Play what? What video? I played every Rob McCoy video.
No, you didn't. It's in the chat. I sent it just above. I will thumbs up it. That one.
Huh?
I sent it in the DM. You didn't play it. I think you had everything in an order, and I don't know if you dubbed it out or whatever, but it's basically he's saying that they're not safe in this world. He did say that.
Can you send it to me again? Because I don't know what it is.
Yep, it's in there. It's in the chat right there. It's just above.
I don't see nothing.
DM.
It's not in the DM.
Yeah, it is. It's there. Just go up one. Go up one, and he's there. I thumbed it. I thumbed up it. Like it's right there. You see it?
To my Orthodox friends, the ones who were struggling over Charlie inviting Tucker. And you have to consider there's nowhere safe for them in the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, you got to post that one. That was the most important one.
There's nowhere safe for them in the world.
Whoa.
You got to show it, Aaron.
No.
You got to show. You don't want to show it?
No. It's audio. It's not that serious.
To my Orthodox friends, the ones who were struggling over Charlie inviting Tucker. And you have to consider there's nowhere safe for them in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they have an inclination to trust no one. And yet, in this dialogue, we went back and forth. I commend Charlie on his patience. He's remarkable. He can dialogue with Tucker and Candace and be on a text string with Orthodox rabbis. He's patient. He's gaining understanding. Dialogue.
Wow.
Yeah. That's that.
Yeah, I somehow missed that one. Damn. There's nowhere safe for them in the world is crazy.
July 27th, 2025.
July 27th and is when he said that.
Yep.
Damn. I need to write down that date because
That's from the deleted sermon. So we told everybody in the chat, or everybody knew we were gonna share this. So that's the most important one.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, y'all.
What do you guys think of that?
All right, y'all. So we'll be back tomorrow. I'm about to hang it up, and I'm gonna play the second. Allie, did you hear my new song?
The intro or the exit is the same.
No, I came up with a new song.
Okay. No, I don't think I have. I've been working.
Okay, hold on a second.
I've been working for you all day.
Yeah, I know. Oops. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. All right, so I'm play the new song. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Where's the song? Oh, here it goes. What?
Now
Alright,
they're
here we go.
saying that's somebody's pastor because they didn't see his face.
All right, so here we go.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Yeah, black or white, red or blue. We all stuck together like gorilla super glue. Yo, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button and tell me where you from. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you part of the crew. Yo, black or white, red or blue. We all stuck together like gorilla super glue. Oh.
What do you think?
That is great. I like it better than the
Thank
other
you.
one. I love
Oh,
that.
really?
I love the
Thank you.
beginning.
Thank you.
I love it. Who's singing it?
What? I got my people.
Is it you? Is it you
No.
singing?
No,
It
no,
is,
no.
isn't it? It is.
No, I want to tell y'all my secret, but yeah.
Okay.
So, you say you like it better than the other one? Aaron, great
They're
job.
both
Thank you.
good. They're both good. They're both good.
They love the first one, and I'm so like, people have told me that they got in trouble at work because them dancing to my song, because it makes them want to dance, and they be at work watching. You know how you watching a YouTube
Oh
video?
my
You
God,
just
Chris
sitting there,
was
right?
just dancing. Chris is just dancing too.
But you don't expect to be at work dancing. And a girl said, if she remembered the song in her head, and she was at a water cooler twerking, and her supervisor walked up and was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm sorry, it's a song that's in my head." She was at a
You
water
see, because the first one's in your head, but when you play the second one, it's going to be in your head more. It's like all that conditioning stuff, music, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at both of, I love them both, but I like
Yeah.
the second one.
Thank you.
I do.
Yeah. I think the second one, like, it's an evolution of the first one.
Yeah.
So, but people like the first one because to a certain degree, it's like a classic or something. So when you do another one, you like, I still like the first one because they're in love with it. But the fact that I can make a song, Allie,
it's so cool.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's so cool.
So cool. You should. So you're gonna do that for the beginning and then leave that one for the end, the exit, or what?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But somebody already told me, they was like, "Yo, you said you're gonna do a new song per week." So I was like, "Okay." Yeah. So I tried my best to make this song better than the last one. So it's like it's on the cusp of being better, but it's not better because they still are in love with the first one. So
Yeah.
my job is to make a song so dope where they like, I like that one better than the first one. That is when I know I did something.
Yeah, that's so cool. No, I love it. I love it. I love it, and I love the Rob McCoy taking off his shirt. I love the beginning. That's a different that's a different the Scooby Doo team. That's a
That's
different
what I'm
picture.
saying. It's a
Yeah,
different vibe. Like, you know,
yeah, I love that. I love it.
Scooby Dooby Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you follow the rules. Scooby Dooby Doo, looking for the clues. Hit the like button if you
Sorry, guys. You guys
follow
are
the
gonna like the second
rules.
one.
Yeah.
See,
I
look,
love the second one.
but look, they like hit the first one though. They look, they just like, what about the first one? I'm like, yo, look at the. Hold on, I need to show. Yeah, I need y'all to see the chat. Look, first one popping. Look, yo, they look first one. I'm happy because the thing about it is I created both of them, so it's like having two kids.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like it's crazy. Love the new one, but yeah, they love the first one. So I'm thankful to create something that people are so in love with, they don't want to hear nothing else.
Yeah.
That makes me feel so good.
It's very original. No, I do love the first one, and I dance to it. I dance to it, and I sing. And when it's on, I'm like, hit the. I don't know if you see me sometimes in the background. I'm
Everybody
like,
hit that
I'm
like
bobbing to
button.
it. But no, this is the first time I've seen the second one. This is right now the first time, and I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the second one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make a third one. Like I love just being creative. I love being creative. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah.
But now I gotta play the first one because everybody's like, play the first one, play the first one. Yo, y'all are hilarious. Here goes y'all little song. Oh shit, I gotta erase some stuff. Hold on. They love this song, boy. I be going to sleep dreaming about the damn everybody hit the like button. I wake up in the morning, everybody hit the like button. Here you go, y'all.
Everybody,
look.
Yeah, it is good.
Look.
Everybody,
they want to hear it.
It's good, yeah. The first one's good.
Everybody hit the like button. 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 If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
Yeah.
If you got something to say, drop it in the comments. Don't be acting afraid. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know you at. Drop your city. Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city. Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. What? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button.
Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, now that you're doing them side by side, I'm gonna have to say, like, yeah, the first one because Frank on his knees, like, and Velma on her knees, and it was just that's what. Hey guys, like that's how I literally watched one of your videos, and I was laughing so loud, so hard that Chris came in the door and went, "What the heck is going on?" I said, I don't know who this YouTuber is. But I'm dying. You got to watch this, right? And that's how it all started. So now I'm like, okay. But the second one is good. If you added to the second one, it could be dynamite. But yeah, the first one. Yeah, you guys are right. The first one is better.
They said the first one is more sticky.
Yes.
and unforgettable. I love that. I love that because that makes sense. It's sticky. Yeah.
It was very true. The first one's way better. Sorry, guys. I just think the second one's good because of the beginning part. I like that. But yeah, the second.
I could put the video with the first one.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can.
So let me see. Would both of them sound good if I mesh them together like on some remix stuff? You know how a song is going and then the beat changes? Do you think that would like I gotta see if they're the same beat per minute. I don't think they are, so I don't know. I'm see.
Yeah, you might not be able to. Is that what you mean?
No, it might not work. I can do anything, but it might sound stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, they don't want me to mess. They like, no, leave it alone. Do not mess with. They love that song. I'm gonna tell y'all. I just want to thank y'all so much for like supporting my creativity because I didn't have to make no song. I just like doing stuff, and for y'all to just be fussing at me, like to not recreate something that I create. Thank y'all, man. That makes me feel so good.
Didn't that happen in the Scooby chat? We started like putting like we changed the wallpaper behind as in Scooby theme, and then we had the vans come out, and then someone said you should make a song.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it all came out or something?
Look, they like leave it alone, please. Okay. But yeah, that's what happened, y'all. We was in a Scooby-Doo chat and we was doing all this stuff and just adding Scooby-Doo to this and that or whatever. And next thing you know, somebody was like, yo, make a song. I was like, say less, because I know how to make songs. So yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Good job on it. Good job on it.
Thank you. But y'all, I would love for y'all support because it's the second I say something. Thank you, Christine, for the $49 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, this most likely if the last video got demonetized and I ain't even do nothing, I know this video is going to get demonetized because we was talking about IHOPianism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if y'all can like support the movement, the Cash App link is at the top of the chat, or buy a card game. I still got some card games left, because that's how I live off of when a video gets demonetized. Products, stuff like that. Support, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. But thank you so much for the $49.
You should make a t-shirt. You should sell t-shirts. The Roxy said t-shirts. No, Scooby. I don't know, something.
Oh, Scooby-Doo t-shirts.
Something.
Oh, well, that'd be a trademark infringement.
Oh, okay.
I can't make Scooby-Doo shirts. I can make them. I can't sell them. So it would have to be. It can't be called Scooby-Doo, and it can't have Scooby-Doo on it.
Like mystery. What about Mystery Team? I don't know.
Yeah, I can come out with something. Yeah, but if it's Scooby-Doo Mystery Team merch, I can do that, but I'll get sued. Like it'll work for a year, and then at some point, somebody that is connected to that, I'll get sued. All the money I made, I'll be in a lawsuit. So
Like
it sounds good, but I'll get sued in 2 years later. That's how it works. Because they're gonna sit back and wait for me to make all the money, and then come back and sue me for all the money that I make. That's how it works.
Yeah, like Charlie's Angels. Can't do that either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I can talk about it. Like I can wear stuff, but I can't sell it because then I get sued. Because that now is like merchandise or it's commerce, so I can't make money off of somebody else's name.
You can do Mr. Let Go's Mystery Team. I don't know, something. You just ask the chat.
I can make hit the like button shirts.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
What do y'all think about that? Like if I make a hit the like button shirt. I can't do Scooby-Doo shirts, but I can do hit the like button shirts. Because that's really my thing. Hit the like button.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So
Hit the like button hats, hit the like button
yeah.
shirts.
I
No,
love that.
seriously.
Yeah.
Candace does the CIA thing.
Yeah.
So,
Because
hit the
the thing
like
about it
button
is,
cups. Hit the like button
yeah.
cups.
Because I love creating stuff. You know, I created these, so I love creating stuff. So yeah, if y'all want me to create something, I definitely will make some hit the like button shirts. But y'all gotta buy them because sometimes you got a whole bunch of shit and don't know how to buy it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if y'all do it. Is this the end of the show? Yes, this is the end of the show. We just hanging out.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thank y'all for watching and thank y'all for the support. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all just make my day because I did not know y'all like that song that much. Y'all, hey, you have no idea. They was like, no, like, wait, no, we like the first one. Okay, shit, calm down, okay. But yeah, I love it. I love it. But thank you for pulling up, Allie. I'm about to go to bed. 12 o'clock.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, have a good one.
You too.
And y'all, I will see y'all later. Most likely, I'm gonna do a show tomorrow. And before y'all leave, make sure to buy my card game. Oh, hold on. I got another video. I'm gonna show y'all another video of the card game. Where is it? I don't have it anymore. Just a little short one. See what y'all think about. God damn it. Hold on, y'all. Here's another creation. I created this a long time ago. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Here it is. It's just a quick commercial.
Discussions card game and let the question. Buy this Deeper Discussions card game and let the questions help you pick the right guy. The answer is actually in the questions.
Little quick one like that. So yeah, I love doing stuff like that because if y'all actually seen like all the stuff I created, like I created this right here. A second now. Why can't I find my own stuff? Hold on. I know I didn't erase it. What the hell is the video? Oh, here it is. So I created this one. Y'all heard this one before. God damn it. Hold on. I got to re-find it again. And this is something y'all heard before, but I just want y'all to see that I'm always creating. I'm about to give up. Here it is. All right. So people like this one too, but it's like a little slow.
Mama, sit down, let's play this game. In these cards we heal our pain. Face to face we both explain. Maybe find our bond again. Years of anger lose their sting. We both said some hurtful things. Let these questions heal broken strings. Let this game and fractured wings. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
So yeah. I love making music. But I'm gonna make a song better than the hit the like button song. That is my goal, to beat that song. So I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. And like always, I appreciate y'all support. It makes my day. It really does. So that's nice too. Play it to cool us down. Oh yeah, play it to cool us down after the first time. You know what? All right, I'll play some more of it.
My inner child just wants to be be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? The hurt, the neglect and disrespect, wounds can be healed in these 2 decks. Even though our past attempts have stalled, mama, please just don't withdraw.
Yo, I definitely can come out with an album. I 1000% can come out with an album. I can make an album. I literally can. I definitely can make an album. That is definitely a thought. I can come out with an album for real.
Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? The hurt, the neglect and disrespect, wounds can be healed in these 2 decks. Even though our attempts have stalled, mama, please just don't withdraw. Like mother, like daughter, we are the same. You'll see when we play this game. My inner child just wants to be seen. I forgive you, do you forgive me? Even though our past attempts have stalled, mama, please just don't withdraw.
Oh shit. Hold on. The message was black and white because Candace is black and the husband is white. Oh crap, somebody just said that. Hold on, before we go. That's what the message meant. Oh. Wait. Where is it? Hold on, before we go. Somebody just cracked the code. All right, so here it is right here, y'all. Hold on. Before y'all go. Y'all just cracked the freaking code right here. All right, so let's look at this again. Damn. All right. So black and white was Candace Owens and her husband. You've been working on the issue with Candace Owens. We need to blackmail her faster. Clay Kick, and we found out who Clay Kick is, has been very affected because she lost a lawsuit, $115,000 lawsuit to Candace Owens. Tell Armstrong to send the photographer to follow her and also follow her husband. And down here, hold on, it's not this one, it's the next one. Is this one. It says, hi, I need to start working on the Owens case. Armstrong will give you the commands, but we need to focus on black and white first. That's Candace Owens and her husband. That's crazy. For white, it would be good to have something we could put him in jail. See, white is him. So look at this. Work with Armstrong on this. Send some under a tadpole to secure him. They're talking about her husband. He's an easy target. The harder one is Candace because she's very resistant. Gather the group to come up with a good strategy, but don't waste time. For white, it would be good to have something we could use to put him in jail. Y'all don't crack the code. It was black and white because Candace is black and her husband is white. Damn. Hey, y'all did this. Thank y'all so much. All right. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all hit the nail on the head. See y'all tomorrow.